Alright, y'all. Things seem to be okay right now. Hopefully I didn't jinx it right there. Latency seems to be going down in-game. My MS was like over 200. It seems to be going down now after I reset the router and reset everything. I did test my internet speed. It's doing normal, so I don't exactly know what the sudden cause for lag was the second that I turned on the stream. Performance issues right now, they're listed as none currently. So hold on, let me just make sure that the stream is like stabilized right now. There's 0 dropped frames at the moment. Okay, so things seem to be going okay right now, but things were also going okay the first 4 minutes of the last stream, and then it started cutting off. So we'll see again. I'll go ahead and post the announcement on my Discord. But hopefully the internet isn't going to be fluctuating. Really fucking unfortunate. There was a couple messages that I wanted to read in the last chat for the last stream, but unfortunately I had to get rid of all those in hopes of getting this stream up as fast as possible. It does say I have excellent connection right now, still 0 dropped frames, things seem to be going okay. So hopefully after that reset, things will be a-okay once again. So now we are really delayed in the stream because on top of me already being late around 30 minutes, we're now late another like 20 minutes on top of that. It's like 9:50 now, whereas I usually stream at 9. So sorry about that, guys. The stream does seem to be doing okay right now, but as I was saying before, the internet has been kind of iffy this week. As you guys know, there's been a lot of outages in the United States lately with the storms and with everything going on, especially in Texas. In California, we had several Spectrum outages across LA all the way to New York City. So there's been several internet outages. 2 days ago, I was completely out of internet for like 7 hours in total. So perhaps this is still one of the lingering effects. There's still like some intermittent lag popping up every now and then. My MS right now, yeah, my MS is back to normal right now. So it's all the way back down to 60 because I play on an Eastern server. Whereas before it was at over 200. So hopefully now everything is okay. I think from now on I'll just go ahead and take the precaution of probably hard resetting my router every single time before I actually start up a stream, just in case, so this never actually happens again. But sorry guys for the delay. Hopefully that never happens again. Spectrum's kind of iffy at times, so that was something that I really didn't expect because the internet has been fine the entirety of today. Actually, when it only started when I turned on my stream. When I actually was doing Mythic Plus, before that there was no issues. So I really expected there to be no issues going into the stream at all. If I thought that there was going to be some issues, then I would have, reset before and tested it before. So sorry about that, guys. But let's go ahead and get started with the stream. Yo, Blake, how's it going, dude? Schnitzel, maybe this time it'll work. It apparently looks like it is working so far. So yes, hopefully people aren't tired of me constantly restarting the streams over because, man, technological difficulties really piss me off. So hopefully people aren't too tired with my flaky ass internet tonight. Yo, what's going on, Ethan? Vasilis Bempasis, good morning, or Bempasis, good morning from Greece, and justice for Theo. No, Theo doesn't deserve any justice. Let me tell you something about Theo. We were doing a plague fall yesterday that we almost two-chested. We ended up not two-chesting it because he completely ate a tentacle on Margrave. So trust me, there is no justice for Theo. There's justice for the rest of us for Theo actually doing mechanics. US got rammed by weather. Yeah, oh yeah, that was another thing too, Ethan, is that California didn't really have any crazy storms, but we did have it did rain a few days ago, and it was pretty windy last night, so maybe that messed up some of the lines or cables, who knows. But the US definitely is dealing with its own battle royale in terms of the weather right now, so that's another thing that we gotta mention as well. It's just not only the storms across the country, but there's also winds and everything else going on as well. Well, it seems to be working. Hello again, everyone. Schnitzel, you are always the first person to chat on my streams, and that always astounds me, dude. It's good to see you again. Crucial, do you have the Scythe of the Unmaker? I thought... No, I don't. I have the... what's it called? The one from Agrimar. What, I forgot the name of that sword. I don't remember. It starts with an A, right? Atalesh or something like that. I can't remember. But I don't have the scythe yet. I really want the red one. Hell yeah, degenerate hours cannot be stopped. Hey, my boy Naruto, what's going on, dude? Yeah, degenerate hours cannot be stopped unless if it almost got stopped, but thankfully it did not get stopped entirely. My power has been off from the blizzard hitting us. Yeah, actually, last week when we raided, actually not technically not last week. It was this Sunday and this past Sunday, and also the Saturday. We had a few raiders, they couldn't make it because of internet issues and because of other issues. So yeah, internet problems across the world right now seem to be quite prominent. Even in the EU and UK, there's been a lot of disconnects these past few weeks with my friends as we played WoW, and it seems like I'm getting disconnected right now during stream, like the most pivotal time for it to happen. Well, actually, you know what? To be honest, guys, I'd rather have it happen on stream than actually having it happen while we're doing Denathrius, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would rather disconnect right now than have the reason as to why we wiped on Denathrius be because I disconnected. Not gonna lie. Pray that Theo can do more DPS than the healers. Dude, I mean, like, look at this right here, dude. This is in our Halls of Atonement that we did. He did 5k, Seb did 4.9k. Seb's a survival hunter. Boomies are like one of the top right now for Mythic Plus, along with like Fire Mages and Outlaws. Unfortunately, like, don't get me wrong, Unholy is still good, but for Mythic Plus, they're not as good. They're like still like in the top quarter of the list for DPS, but they're not as insane in Mythic Plus as they are in raiding because of the AoE caps that we have now, which is kind of like, I don't get the AoE caps, man. If you're gonna AoE cap, like, establish it across certain classes, then why the hell are Fire Mages still uncapped? It doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. It's I'm not here to argue about that. Tashlak, there you go. Thank you. I knew it had that a shellac, like a lack sort of like sound to it. So thank you guys for telling me. That is the sword's name. I'm only here to say good luck. Got work tomorrow. All right, Darak. I'll catch you later, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna be chilling here, like at this AFK right here, just keeping up with chat for a few minutes. I want to make sure that the internet connection is stable before I actually go ahead and do something, because I do have to run Torghast on my Paladin, and I would rather not disconnect mid Torghast because I've had several of those incidents happen, not for myself, but for the people that I was running with, and it was a hell of a mess. So I really don't want that to happen. Our power just came back on earlier this morning after 4 days off, freaking Texas. Dude, that's the thing, right? Like, the people who have their power off in, like, the colder states, you see, like, these meme posts and pictures of people putting their food out in the snow? But hey, dude, it may look ridiculous, but at least they got that motherfucking option, right? Like, when we had our power out in California, because of that, what's it called? That pyro incendiary gender reveal bomb that went off that set ablaze to a bunch of power lines and a bunch of like hills and whatnot, we had every single piece of food in our fridge get spoiled and we had no way of saving it. So at least people, even though it looks funny, they have the option to like preserve it a little bit in the snow, even though it might not be ideal. At least they have the option, you know. So teach the man to press convoke. Dude, I mean, like, Bale does fucking solid ass single target damage. His boss damage is insane, dude. It's really good. But then when it comes to AoE, he falls off quite a bit. And mechanical awareness, Dale, if you're in here, man, like, come on, bro. You need to brush up on your mechanical awareness, dude. In Romania, our best internet provider kept shutting down for the past few days across the whole country. That's especially terrible during this time because I don't know how it is in Romania, but like, of course, y'all know in like the US, the UK, you know, we got lockdowns and stuff like that, and people are working from home, and having a power outage isn't exactly the most ideal because you're literally like a caveman. You're unable to go outside to work because people are quarantined at home, but you can't get any work done at home because, you know, the power's out. Thankfully, though, when my power was out, I was still able to work on my video because I already had it recorded and it was on my my drive, not actually anything connected to like a cloud online that I had to download it. So I didn't really have the internet issue inhibit me too much. It just stopped me from being able to play WoW for the time being, which honestly isn't that big of a deterrence. Actually, I have been kind of burnt with WoW for the past few days, so Maybe that internet outage was good while it lasted. Maybe it was good while it lasted. Fuck gender reveal parties. All my homies hate gender reveal parties. I fucking hate them now after that shit happened, dude. Like, honestly. Honestly. It's just about star falling more. Dude, speaking of star falling, there's a weird issue about, like, that we've been having with his star falls. Is that he's been, like, sort of, I've noticed that Theo has been kind of face pulling a lot with like Starfalls, but Starfall is technically not supposed to pull anything that you're not in combat with. Yet I've seen it actually do that. So I don't exactly know what's happening there. I don't know if that's yet again another bug or if it's really unfortunate to where, you know, something's padding along the way and then gets aggroed and then Starfall hits him and then aggro falls onto Theo. But there's a lot of times where things are just in the middle of fucking Timbuktu or Uganda or something like that, and then they run all the way over to where we are, and there's like no way of us having aggroed it at all, and they just like come over here, and I don't know, it's just, this expansion is incredibly buggy. We did a plague fall earlier where 3 plague rocks spawned from thin air. They spawned from thin air, were evade bugged for 5 seconds, and then started attacking us immediately. So yeah, this expansion has been really, really buggy to say the least. I know that like a few weeks ago, I was all like giving them the benefit of the doubt because of COVID and everything like that. But the amount of bugs right now in this expansion is so unacceptable, especially for the content in which, you know, you're driven to do. The competitive content, like, or the content that requires a lot of time sinks, like, you know, Mythic Plus or Torghast. And then you have these weird bugs happening, and it's like, bro, like, do you want me to play your game or fucking not? Like, it's fine if it happens in, like, I don't know, if it happens while I'm farming herbs, right? Like, who cares? I'm farming herbs, it doesn't matter. But if it's something like a raid setting or a dungeon setting or Torghast where my time's being invested into something that, you know, won't easily be, I don't know, rectified, I guess, if like my time gets fucked up in any way, shape, or form, then like if due to a bug, then like, bro, you gotta get on with these fixes, man. Like, there are some serpents, I forgot the name of the mobs in Spires of Ascension. I think they're called ether divers or something like that. They're like the blue sort of serpents or whatever, and there's a pack right to the left of the first boss after that room that has been glitched since the beginning of the expansion, and it still has not been fixed. Like, what? I just don't get it. And it's a different setting because I'm gonna make another analogy. In Razorfin Crawl, there was like a boar stuck in the ground in the center path ever since like Wrath or something like that, and it only got fixed in like Legion. But that's Razorfin Crawl, right? Like, it was Razorfin Crawl. Who cares? But in a Mythic Plus, it's fucking different, dude. When it's like there's a timer. They do like incredible amounts of damage with the higher up levels that you're doing, plus the fixes. You gotta get that fixed, man. You gotta address that. But at least, man, at least they are doing something about the loot system is all that I'm saying. Like, there might be a lot of bugs in this game, but at least they're doing something about the loot system. Both raiding and Mythic Plus. Had a situation similar happen in raid with 2 of our boomkins pulling trash that we haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, I'm inclined to really believe that it is a boomy problem. Not like the players themselves, but like something with their Starfall, something with the coding with their Starfall, Tanara. Doing Torghast on my Priest there. Mobs kept resetting like the clown ass bitches they are. That happened to me the other day too, and I actually didn't think that leashing on Torghast was possible until like 3 weeks ago when I actually saw it, because they shouldn't be able to be leashed like that. So I don't know if that's intentional or not. What was another thing that I was gonna say? Man, I was gonna mention something else, but I can't quite remember. Speaking of Torghast though, I should probably make my way over there. I need to do Torghast on my pally. I actually don't even know. I think Fractured Halls was one. Fractured Chambers was one that was up, right? And I forgot what the other one was. Thankfully, it's not Cold Heart Interstitia, because that we've gotten that so many times lately, dude. And Cold Heart takes forever. So I think you guys are gonna have to watch me do some amazing Torghast content right now. Thankfully, my Paladin is the only character that needs Torghast, so I don't really have to do any of my other characters. After we do Torghast, that's when we're gonna do the Ulduar shit. So after we get all of that done. Sorry for blinding any of you guys who are watching this in a dim or black room right now, because I know that Elysian Hold is bright as a motherfucker. It's bright as a motherfucker. Replenish the reservoir. Need to get that. And then, what missions do I have up? Do I have any? I don't think I can even do any. Yeah, I can't even do any Soul Ash missions on this guy. Show me the sanctum. I'm gonna deposit all of this. Yeah, Crucial, did you see the crazy amount of 9.1 stuff? So I actually kind of stayed away with all of that. I didn't actually... I heard that there was a bunch of leaks that happened, like a bunch. And I heard that a lot of people aren't too happy with some of the stuff that was leaked. But I'm not exactly... I don't know the details or the specifics of everything that was leaked, to be honest. I heard of a specific dungeon, but I'm not entirely sure of the validity of it. I heard something about Anduin. Again, I haven't looked at it myself, so I'm not sure about the validity of it. And there was something about a raid, but I didn't hear what it was. Oh, it was about like people were speculating that the next raid was going to be about the Drust, but then I heard from somewhere that apparently it wasn't going to be the Drust or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying attention to it at all. I don't care about the story enough to where I am really bothered about speculation, nor do I go out of my way to look at it. What I am interested in is learning about the new content that's coming out, the new raids and the new dungeons and whatnot. So annoying getting those big ass elites units down to 0, then they go running through the fields back to their anchor points. Yeah, that's not happened to me a lot, Jamie, but if it did, I would get really pissed off. Oh, okay, so it's Soul Forges then and Fractured Chambers. Dude, to be honest, it's been so long since I've done Fractured Chambers. I don't know how long that one is. But Fractured Chambers is the one that spawns the Hidden Assassins, right? Man, those Hidden Assassins used to be so fucking scary pre-nerf Torghast, dude. They had so much health. Insane. Insane. Bro, how do you have so much anima? Because I don't spend it on anything. I don't even know if I have a single upgrade. Anima, I don't care about anima at all. They're literally no reason for me to actually get invested into anima. The only thing that I care about with the anima is just unlocking like my shortcuts and the teleports, and from that point on I don't really go out of my way to do anything anima related. Like even like the anima weekly, I don't even like pick it up sometimes. I don't really even do it. Like I know I'm missing out on an emblem of renown, but sometimes I just it's whatever. Like my renown is 26. I should probably work on that and at least get it to 30. And I don't even get me started on the mall weeklies. I haven't done that in so long, dude. I haven't done that in so long. Anyone spoiling stuff, I'll remove the comment. Yeah, guys, don't spoil anything for people here. Just out of consideration, don't spoil it. So let people just enjoy the stream and like chat with everyone. Personally, I don't really care about anything coming in 9.1 that's spoiler worthy, and just out of consideration for everyone else, just keep that to yourself for now, because I know a lot of people get pissed off about spoilers and stuff. I know some YouTubers tweeted out on Twitter that they were really pissed off that some websites were so quick to basically make headlines about the spoilers, but at the same time, it's shitty. But it's what those websites are designed to do, man. They're designed to make like those headlines to get clicks. I understand that it's a crappy situation, but coming from a content creator as yourself, you should kind of like, it's okay to dislike it and disagree with it, but you got to understand where they're coming from at the same time. Like they're doing it because it's their job. If you had a job as, I don't know, a reporter or something like that, and something newsworthy that the person didn't want you to announce, but that was ultimately probably going to lead you to, greater commission, greater pay, you're gonna do it, even though it's on the shittier end of the scale. How it goes, second stream I've caught. Well, Sharina, it has been a terrible night of streaming so far. This is technically my third stream because I've been unable to get the stream going at all. It's been a terrible night. I had to hard restart my router and everything. All right, so we're gonna go to Fractured Chambers first and get this out of the way. I'm pretty sure Soul Forges and Upper Reaches are the shorter ones. Or no, maybe I'm thinking of Mort Regar and the Upper Reaches. Those ones are pretty short. I'm not sure how long Soul Forges is, but we'll see. If Fractured Chambers takes too long, then I'll just go ahead and do one wing for the night. Ma sucks so much, it's hilarious. Mr. Raid, the thing is with that comment though is that like if you actually were to say that in a way that's like, if you were to say that publicly in a generic fashion outside of the stream, then people would go ahead and say, well, it's supposed to suck, right? It's the mall. It's supposed to be hell. It's supposed to suck. Yeah, motherfucker, but I'm playing $15 a month for this game, dude. Like, I understand it's supposed to be, like, hell thematic and it's supposed to be, like, you know, filled with despair and shit like that. But don't make the reason why I am filled with despair because of it, because it's, like, terribly designed. There's a difference. Alright. Oh, I should probably turn sound back on. I had sound this... Wow. That is pretty loud. Hold on. It's my... Oh. Yeah, my headset was too high on volume. 1 second. That's why my music was so loud at such a low volume. Okay. Timeless Owl music turned back up. Oh, guys, finally, I finally got a blood splattered scale. It's been literally... Oh my, I've been farming for that trinket so long. I've been doing like 15 the other sides, and the one time that I ran it that I didn't expect for it to drop because I totally forgot about it, it actually dropped, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Brother, when are we going to do Mythic Plus together? I don't know, Hiru. I don't know. We should probably do it soon though. We should probably do it soon. What's the highest key that you've done, Hiru? Actually, do I have you on BattleNet right now? Let me see if I can see your IO. Oh, I can't see your IO. I can't even see the IO of your main. How strange. Because you've done Mythic Pluses before, right? If you've done Mythic Pluses before, then I should be able to see your IO, but sometimes this shit like does glitch out, so. Anima power. Sorry guys, I know a lot of you are really bored with the Torghast content and really want me to do something like invigorating and suspenseful like doing Ulduar, but Torghast must come first. It must come first. Must it really though? Nah, not really. I just don't want to do this on my own time. A plus 19? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't have Steed up. Wanted to drop by and say hi, so hi. Hello, Space. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to run all the way up to the top. Hopefully nothing kills me right now. Snorghast comes before all. See, there's I've heard so many people call it so many different things that I called it Borghast instead of Snorghast. I also heard it called Snoozeghast, Choreghast. So yeah, it's I've heard plenty of names for this thing. It's kind of like Voldemort with all his like separate names or whatever. You actually never call it by its actual name. You just call it like the Forbidden One. Speaking of the Forbidden One and Voldemort lookalikes and shit like that, the Jailer is a really uninteresting villain. Like I'm a huge fan of Denathrius, but I don't know, man. The Jailer, there's just like it feels like he has no presence at all. This expansion. Like, I understand that when you go down to the mall, there's literally a presence level and a threat level for him, but outside of that actual sort of mechanic, it doesn't feel like he's really doing anything outside of the cutscenes. It's kind of like in Wrath of the Lich King. You kind of felt Arthas' presence everywhere. Even like in Ulduar, when it's a raid tier about an old god, you still see visions of Arthas and Saurfang and Bolvar. But like right now with the Jailer, it's kind of just like, Honestly, the Jailer seems like the one who's a puppet. That's how his presence feels like to me. Oh, the NPC pulled. I go hard, son. I don't believe you here. You main your priest, right? You say you did a 19 hero. But see, I don't believe you do, because like when you were doing the BFA Keystone Master, you didn't know the mechanics for the Triad boss on Waycrest Manor, and it was like the last month of the expansion. So I don't believe you that you've done a 19. But if you have done a 19, that's actually insane. But I don't. Yes, I do. This priest. Is your priest name still Haruma X? Let's see. What server are you currently on right now? You're currently on Terralion. All right, I'm a WoW armor you right now, dude. I'm a WoW armor you right now. See if you're telling the truth. All right, guys, take bets in chat right now if you think Hiru's telling the truth. I think he's lying. We'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and armory him right now. Hirumarid X. Hopefully there's no... Okay, good. There's no alt key codes. Terralion. Ah, yes. Oh, I mean, you're 208 item level. Okay, yeah, 19 at 208 item level. Dude, the highest you did was a 6, bro. Come on, man. Fucking Hiru, bro. Act fucking liar, dude. Come on now. Look at everyone saying like they trust him. Big true, I trust him. Bro, this man's highest key was a fucking 6 miss. Fucking straight up liar. Straight up liar. Your haste is increased, but your nature damage and healing done. I'd rather just take the consecration. Oh, Divine Toll. I like that. I honestly love Divine Toll. It's a fantastic Covenant ability. I wish that I could go Venthyr, but Divine Toll's too fun of an ability and protection for me to pass up. Fucking Hiru, man. 619, same thing, literally. Alright, guys. How many of y'all want to see a video of me doing a dungeon with Hiru, a Mythic Plus, where I'm tanking and he's healing? Because y'all know what I'm going to do, right? I'm just going to keep chain pulling and chain pulling. To the point of where it drives him insane. I don't think I'll do it on a 4 to 5 week though. That just sounds like suicide. 4 to 5 weeks sounds terrible. Which one's the one that fears here? I am... Is it the Death Speaker? I know the Agent fears in... what's it called? Cold Heart Interstitia. But I don't know which one actually fears here in Shattered. Or Fractured Halls, whatever it's called. Fractured Chambers. Dude, I'm so used to tanking this week that like I want to move them when they die in fear that they would drop Sanguine. Okay, so it's the Rune Carver then. I don't know, he's been exposed as a liar. He cannot be trusted, obviously. When haven't we lied once in a while? Everyone lies. Like when my biology professor asked me how I knew a question to a chapter that we haven't done yet. It was totally because I studied for it ahead of time and not because I had a cheat sheet to the next coming exam. Oh wow, I've never seen this one actually before. Is this a new anima power? I've never seen this. Dealing killing blow or healing a target below 20% health grants Seraphim. Wow, I've never actually seen that before. Either I've just been really unlucky with my anima drops, or that's something that's been newly added. Yo, Philip, what's going on? Lying is nothing but a human expression, so it's completely normal. Dude, by the way, I was joking about that cheating shit, by the way. I didn't actually do that. But I did see something about, there was a speech that a professor was giving in, like, Harvard or Yale or something like that. I believe it was Harvard. And he was basically saying, like, why you shouldn't cheat or something like that. But some people in the comment section made a pretty good point. They were all like, of course you shouldn't cheat your way through life because ultimately you're just going to be a dishonest person that's not going to learn anything. But there's a difference between cheating your way through life and earning stuff that you wouldn't, actually get and deserve, compared to like cheating in a prerequisite class or course that has absolutely nothing relevant pertaining to your major, and that will ultimately just, allow you to further your goals in that specific way, so long as you're actually dedicating your actual time and not cheating and effort into the core classes that matter. Like for instance, chemistry while you're chemistry while you're like a physical therapist or something like that. Something that doesn't really have any real relevance to the main major at hand. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? I can kind of agree with that, to be honest. Because come on, man, like every motherfucker's cheated once or twice in their life before, dude. Like whether it be in kindergarten, first grade, whatever the hell, man. Everyone's done it. I didn't even see what Hiru posted in response to me saying that. I'm sorry, it was actually a 16. A 16 minus 10 levels is what it was. Alright, Hiru. So you remember Tallgeese, right? From your Discord and Razes? I run with them a lot. So we're going to do a key together, the 4 of us and somebody else. Sometime, not tonight. I don't know when, but I will definitely hit you up. What days do you raid, by the way, Hiru? I want to know. I cheat a lot now since everything is online. Senior year has never been easier. Yeah, like that's like one thing too, right? Like here's a perfect example, dude. Like hold on, let me read my abilities right now. This is all kind of crap, so I'll just go ahead and take the Phantasma. In high school, I had to take a bonus period, and I took accounting because they just had like a minimum breadth amount of units that we had to take, and that course had nothing to do with anything pertaining to anything I was doing in college, and or wanted to do. It was just literally it was literally an elective that just took up spots on my schedule so that I wouldn't leave too early. And it's like a course like that, you know, I can see why people would cheat if they were in a position of where they weren't going to major in accounting in college. It's like it holds no relevance. They're forcing you to do it, and it really holds no overarching benefit for you whatsoever. So I can kind of see it in that sort of retrospect. But like, say you were in med school, that would be unacceptable to like cheat your way through any of the courses, man. Because like you're gonna be responsible for people's health, like genuinely. So you have to be educated when it comes to situations like that. But then when it comes to like, you know, one of the GEs having you take like astronomy or something like that, but then you're going to med school, it's like, you know, if you want to cheat, then hey, I'm not gonna stop you. You know, it's like it's not really that important, right? Of course, it's important if like you're going to like try and do something with like SpaceX or NASA, but like if you're going in for something like, I don't know, business major or something like that, I'm pretty sure astronomy isn't going to be your forte. Casting Divine Toll stuns all enemies with... Is this a new... Dude, I feel like this is a new animal power as well. I've never seen this before. Casting Divine Toll stuns all enemies within 30 yards for 3 seconds. And this one reduces the Divine Toll cooldown. I'll go ahead and take this one. Even though I don't really think I need any... I don't think I need any CC. I'll just go ahead and take it. I'll go ahead and take it. Yeah, you can use the internet in the real world. Oh my god, I cannot speak. I apologize for that. Yeah, you can use the internet in the real world, but I'm not sure how I would feel if my doctor had to use... yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Exactly. A doctor should never go into a fucking WebMD to look up what's wrong with you. So, yeah, there's a strong distinction between what I'm, like, sort of, like, saying from what I saw from that one comment compared to like just, you know, cheating on everything. Nah, you should not cheat your way through life. Hell no, bro. That's dishonest, that's fucked up, and you're just gonna hurt those around you. But if it's for a class like astronomy and, you know, you're like majoring in like, I don't know, chemistry, going to med school, like, hey bro, like I don't really know how learning stuff about the stars is really gonna affect me too much. Bro, speaking of fucking classes and stuff like that in high school, or not in high school, in college, one of my college courses was fucking witchcraft, dude. Oh my god, I let him get that off. It's okay, I purged it off though. Was fucking witchcraft, and I was like, why? It was like dark arts and witchcraft was the name of the subject. I was like, why the fuck are we? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Once every 45 seconds, Word of Glory, Fist Skin, the Fist of Justice talent. I'll just take this one actually, because I already have the Fist of Justice talent. And you guys might be saying, well, it'll be useful from a historical standpoint to, like, you know, learn about, what's it called? When people were persecuted for being falsely assumed of practicing witchcraft. But dude, let's be honest. All of that could be summarized in like a single fucking exam. If even that. There's not enough relevant information for most majors that are going to history for that to actually be a lower division class or a general education course. Like, come on. There are separate upper division courses for that. All right, let's hope I get a reduce the divine toll cooldown again. Oh man. Let's see if I get the Fist of Justice talent. Let's see. Nah, it's really nothing good from that tier. I'll just go ahead and get the cooldowns of blessings are reduced. Yo, Luca, you are thank you for supporting the channel, dude. You just joined as a bicep god, which is the equivalent of subscribing on Twitch. Thank you, dude, so much. Justin, what did you think about my script idea? What script idea are you talking about, Kieran? I haven't seen it. Surgeons have some of the highest rates of sociopaths amongst professions. Food for thought. That's the same thing with like CEOs and other extremely successful people, politicians. I can, you know, when it comes to like CEOs and politicians, I can kind of understand it more because you have to make a lot of decisions that affect a lot of people. And if you are constantly being hung over by every single decision that you make, you're ultimately not going to be productive at all. But it surprises me that surgeon is actually up there as well. I guess some people are really, you know, fascinated with working with cadavers, and rather than killing people, they rather make, you know, 5 figures or whatever, how much, or not, I'm sorry, not 5 figures, 6 figures, or however how much. and actually abide by the law. Once every second, we're going some treasure hammer for Alright, we'll go ahead and choose that. We're not getting a lot of damage anima powers, and that kind of is sad. Doctors are different, but there is a difference between that and like memorizing a bunch of shitty equations. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not gonna disagree with that at all. Like, I had to take stats, you know, and okay, let me just say once again, I did not cheat. I did not cheat in stats at all, but I will say that when it comes to it, there was a lot of kids at the lower division level that cheated in every single one of their courses. And at the same time, I really didn't like think twice of it. It was like kind of whatever, because those general education courses are really not going to get you anywhere. The only ones that are important are like the ones that are like college algebra, trig, or, you know, calculus and stuff like that. That's maybe that's something that you need to know that pertains to your major. And of course, English is important, so you shouldn't cheat on that. But like when I saw people cheating on like stats or whatever, it's like kind of like, dude, you know, like most of these people, they're not going to use this at all. It's just because it's required on your transcripts to have. And for my stats class in particular, there was a lot of equations that we had to do. So you actually know what the professor did? He actually let us just have a full-on cheat sheet. He let us just full-on cheat in his classes. And so you might be asking, well, then how are people cheating when he already lets us have a cheat sheet? Well, because some people literally go on their phone and look shit up on the online at the same time. Like, people are legit fucking stupid, dude. He gives you an opportunity to get a cheat sheet, write down all of the formulas that you might need, and that isn't enough for some people. Some people are so lazy to the point of where they literally haven't done a single homework assignment, and then just go ahead and whip out their phones, think the professor doesn't see him when it's so obviously clear where, you know, it's like below on their lap. And then he catches them. But the dude was really chill though. He actually didn't kick a single person out of his class. He just took their phones for the didn't report them, didn't do anything. He just took their phones and that was that. So again, guys, remember the memo of the stream isn't me saying that yeah, you should cheat. It's me saying that like if you cheat on a class that isn't relevant to anything that you're doing and it's not gonna come at the negativity of others, I can understand why some people would do it. I don't condone it. I can understand. Don't get me wrong. Don't paraphrase me here. Don't paraphrase me. Alrighty. How much Phantasma is this whole entire room gonna get me? Oh, I should probably destroy this before I pull that death speaker. I don't want to pull that death speaker. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if these skeletal remains will give me anything. We'll see. Give me Seraphim. Oh, I don't have wings up. Unfortunate. Uh-oh. It's gonna explode. That like does like no damage anymore, but with as many things as there are attacking me, it might actually hurt. I guess I could heal myself. Did you guys see that 58k Word of Glory? God dang. Word of Glory is too powerful. Dude, this week, Word of Glory has been amazing. Tanking on my pally has been amazing. Because healers have been struggling with Grievous, of course. And one single Word of Glory can heal up like a DPS to full. So that's like one person that the healer doesn't have to worry about anymore. So they go from having like 4 stacks of Grievous and then I press a single button and then like there's nothing there anymore. Krucial, what region is your accent from? Well, I'm from America, so if I have a different accent that doesn't sound American, then I'm curious to hear where you thought I was from. But I am American. Have you ever caught a schoolmate of yours cheating during exams and then bragging that he passed because he studied hard? So annoying. No, that's actually never happened. I've always surrounded myself with people who've cheated on the exams and then bragged that they cheated on the exams, which is honestly pretty fucking hilarious. Not hilarious in the way in which it's like, you know, like, bro, that's pathetic that you're bragging about that. Hilarious in the sense that it's just fucking funny. I've also seen some people, like, they say they need to go to the restroom and shit like that, and the professor's really chill, man. They know, like, they're about to cheat or something like that. And they end up just going in the hallway, going on their phone or something. There's like several types of professors that you'll meet, bro. There's some that are like real hard asses, and then there's some that just don't give a fuck. And when you do like the normal general education courses or like the lower division courses, it's usually the professors that don't give a fuck. They're just there to have a good time and just kind of lead you into the path without actually being a hard ass. And then there's some professors where you get to like the upper division courses where they're like, they start to get really, really strict for a good reason though, because like if you don't learn anything from your courses, then you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting your money, but you're also going to be hurting people when you actually get your degrees. So they do it for a very good reason. Hammer of Wrath makes your next holy power spending ability 50% more effective. Yeah, sure, let's go ahead and go with that. My friend is a healer and he loves in Mythics to have Feral Druid and Demon Hunter Pally. With Demon Hunter and Pally as tank. They all heal themselves a lot, so he has an easier life. Yeah, on top of that, what's it called? Demon Hunters also have a cheat death too, so even if they fall too low, you know, there's some sort of safety net there. Yo, speaking of which, I have not seen like a single prot warrior this whole entire expansion. I have not seen like a single one, or at least one I can remember, outside of like LFR or anything like that. LFR doesn't count. But dude, I don't know, man. Prot Warrior is just a spec that I really feel is not only is it not good, it's just not fun. They need to rework it. People really like Gladiator spec. I wish that they brought back Gladiator and then reworked Prot a little bit, because Prot is so fucking boring, dude. Alright, let's go ahead. Big pool. Are those things actually still hitting me from down there? Go ahead and pull them down here so I can LOS some of these guys. I want to start tanking in blood, but that means I have to get trinkets. Getting trinkets on for tanking is like the worst, man. It took me forever to get tanking trinkets on this guy. It took me a very long time. Alrighty. So, oh my god, this is a long ass fucking. Okay, so Fractured doesn't. Seems like it's a bit long. I bet this isn't the way. No, it's not. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Yeah, Fractured seems like it does take a while. Hopefully, the other wing is a bit quicker. I don't remember Fractured taking this long, but I guess it does. The only one that I fear is Cold Heart, man, because Cold Heart is like known to take an abnormal amount of time. So I'm leveling a Brewmaster at the moment. Love it. Yeah, I was also leveling not a Brewmaster, but I was leveling a Windwalker with the intent of playing Windwalker. But I might actually go ahead and dabble. Oh, it is that way. Damn. I actually had the intent of dabbling into a Brewmaster myself. I really like tanking this expansion. It's pretty freaking fun. I just wish that Havoc was a bit more fun, because I really want to tank in Vengeance, but I really don't want to level up entire Demon Hunter just so I could play one spec. I know there's only like 2 specs total, but if I lock myself towards playing only one spec on a character, I get really bored really fast, with the exception being Unholy. I really like Unholy. Yeah, with how long this is going to take, I think I will just go ahead and do one wing, and then do the other wing off stream or something like that. The good thing with Torghast though is that it's pretty mindless, so I'm just mashing my keys while looking at chat. So it's not really anything that I have to concentrate at all. So I'm able to just relax, and pretty much I see doing Torghast as like doing mount runs. It's just mindless. You don't really got to pay attention to what you're doing, and you can just talk to chat, which is what I like doing the most. Oh, there's no hidden rare here? Okay, is this gonna be a fake animal? Usually you can kind of see the outline with them, but okay, so it's not. Avenging Wrath and Forbearance fills Avenging Wrath and Forbearance abilities fill your holy power. I guess I'll put that. My main is warrior, and I'm thinking alt melee DPS. Is Ret Pally any good? I mean, it's okay. It's not like insane or anything. Actually, the last time I saw them, they were like below middle of the pack in raids. I can check right now for you though. I'm gonna look at heroic. I'm not gonna look at like the 95th percentile of mythic, because that's where all the average Joes are. Is it like in heroic? Oh man, it is actually doing pretty bad. Yeah, it's like 4th from the bottom. for rating on Heroic. Now let me swap over to Mythic now for the people that actually can play at the 95th percentile and above. It's around middle of the pack for what's it called, for Ret. Now if we look at, let's look at Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus, oh, they're pretty low as well. So yeah, Ret doesn't seem to be doing too good overall right now. I mean, they're good in PvP, of course. Ret's always good in PvP, but in terms of rating and oh hello, in terms of rating and Mythic Plus, they don't seem to be doing too hot. Unless if you really know the ins and outs of your class and are doing it at the Mythic level, where people are like, you know, coordinating with their trinkets and cheesing mechanics and stuff like that. But most of us don't do that. We're just average Joe players who don't really read too much into this game and just play it. I gotta say, guys, that I know I've said this last week, but I'm gonna say it again because I usually repeat myself every single stream. I only stream once a week, so you know, sometimes there are new people that watch the stream that haven't heard what I said in previous weeks. But anyways, as I was saying, I've been having quite a bit of trouble parsing this expansion. Last expansion was so easy. I didn't have to read anything about my class, and I was parsing purples and like legendaries. This on like nearly all of my characters. This expansion, I'm struggling to parse purple some of the times. I've only gotten like one legendary parse so far, and it's just been very difficult. I don't know if it's due to the fact that people are just getting more and more organized and competent, reading more into their classes and whatnot, or if it's the fact that yeah, I don't really know. I don't have Steed up. I'm gonna get hit. Oh my god, it actually one-shot me. I made it, bro. I made it in my mind. Oh, that's true. That's true too. That's true, Bobs. I totally forgot about that. I never get power infusion. And power infusion is a big, huge increase to performance. That is true. I forgot to mention that. Thank you. There's a mage in my, yeah, like when I look up the logs, bro, every single top parser within like the top 100, they always get power infused, or they're running like the Stone Legion trinket or Memory of Past Sins, and then they all have like people with the same trinket stacked up in the same party unit, and then they just stack off of like the trinkets procs and whatnot. But for me, I don't have that luxury because number one, loot doesn't drop off of Nathria, and I think I don't have a lot of trinkets on me that can actually benefit from that. I don't have Stone Legion General's trinket. I don't have Memory of Past Sins on my DK. So the trinkets that I'm rocking right now is I have like a 210 Quantum Device, like a 223 Overwhelming Power Crystal, and then a 216 File from like my first week of opening up my vault. I was really lucky with that. So I've been rocking for single target the File and also the what is it called? The Inscrutable Quantum Device. I don't really have a trinket that I can like stack with other people. I know Seb, the Survival Hunter in my videos, he has the Stone Legion General's trinket and he wants to stack it with other people. But out of my entire raid group, there's only one other person that has that trinket, and it's the tank. So yeah. Alright, since I used my steed here, I'm just gonna Divine Shield myself. I'm fucking wheelchair ass fucking motherfucker, dude. I don't want to get one shot again. The first 4 out of 4 weekly event for Heroic Nathria loot, my hunter got a 213. Oh my god, dude. Damn, that must be so nice. I wish my rogue got that. I don't have Hateful Chain on any of my characters, and I really want it. Not really, what's it called? I actually only want it on my rogue, because that's pretty much the only like agi class that I play, so I can't even get it on my other characters because of strength. Man, this guy has like no health when you do this in prot. I love this Hakar trinket though, man. It's amazing. The trinket that I really do need is the Kael'thas trinket, the Sun King Salvation or whatever. I forgot the name of it. Something Alar. I don't remember. But it's like the it procs once every 8 minutes. It's like a cheat death. I originally thought that trinket was really bad because I was looking at it from a Mythic Plus standpoint. I wasn't looking at it from a rating standpoint. For raids, it's pretty good. But for Mythic Plus, I thought that it wasn't going to be that good because it's once every 8 minutes. And in my opinion, I thought that there were better trinkets that would yield more damage that would ultimately be more beneficial overall. Why is this guy evading? that would be more beneficial for overall DPS and whatnot. Okay. But like my thoughts on that have changed now, because if you like to pull big, and depending on the high keys that you do, especially on crazy weeks where there's Grievous and you know, you do die, it's a cheat death like once every 8 minutes. That's pretty darn good. So I do want that trinket. My opinions on that trinket have changed. Oh, the cooldown of Judgment. Holy shit! I'll go ahead and take that. Man, I'm getting a lot of commons, bro. Getting a lot of common anima powers. Splintered Heart of Alar. Yeah, thank you. What's your thought on Havoc Demon Hunter? I thought you'd play it more. It matches so well with your meme content. It does, but I'm not a huge fan of Havoc. I played it a lot in BFA, and I was not a fan of it. Initially, I thought that the amount of movement that you get from the amount of mobility. That's the word. Sorry, I was having a brain fart. The amount of mobility that Demon Hunters would get, Havocs would get, would ultimately offset how boring the rotation is. But the rotation is just so boring that I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. And I just decided to drop the Demon Hunter. He's the one character that I did not transfer over from the Alliance. He's still on Sargeras. And although if I did play my Demon Hunter, I probably would be maining Vengeance right now for dungeons outside of my Unholy DK instead of Prop Pally as a tank. I think that not playing the Demon Hunter at all was just a better move. I'm not a huge fan of Havoc's playstyle. I would only be playing it for Vengeance. We can afford one more. Let me see. Yeah, I want the anima power that gives me 3 charges of Hammer of Wrath. So let's see if we can get that. Oh, at least I got a bunch of lay on hands. Oh my god, these anima powers are really bad. Really bad. Holy DK, unholy DK. Man, that old school music, I love it. Yeah, it's my playlist. Stranglethorn Veil comes right after Timeless Isle. So like, you guys are always gonna hear me, because I'm always playing Timeless Isle. You guys are always gonna hear Stranglethorn Veil in my streams as well while I'm doing Shadowlands content. Makes me really miss old WoW. I know some people are gonna ask right now if I'm gonna play classic TBC. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am not entirely sure. I would like to, but I would have to, like, see, the thing is that I play WoW because I play it with my friends. Now with TBC coming out, only like 2 of my friends have maxed out characters on Classic. So for any of the other ones to actually get caught up, they would need to level from like 1 to 60 right now or when TBC comes out. And I know they won't be down for that. I know they won't be down for that. Damn, I did not get a lot of good anima powers at all. My damage is trash. At least Seraphim's coming back up though. Should keep a shield on reserve for shit that I cannot kick. Get stun that. I mean, he's dying. That's all that matters. Yeah, I got like a lot of gray anima powers. Gray and green ones. This will be going on for a minute. What the fuck? He casted that again? Well, I have nothing to interrupt him. Yo, speaking of, what's it called? Oh my god. There we go. We got a shield off. Sorry about that. Speaking of Vikings from last week, I don't know if any of y'all remember, but I was talking about how I was finished watching The Last Kingdom, and I really like that show. If any of you guys are looking for a show on Netflix, I really recommend The Last Kingdom. But I ended up watching Vikings after that because you know, it kind of ties in with the content. And I wasn't too into like the first few episodes of the first season. But now I'm on season 3 because, like I said, I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to see how the later seasons would end up. And although I gotta say that the show is entertaining to watch, some of the writing is really strange. Like, it's just weird. I don't understand why they're taking some characters the route that they're going. Without getting into spoilers, because I don't know who's gonna watch it here, so I'm not gonna go into any specific details. But like, there's a specific plot that happens in one of the seasons where there's a betrayal, and then the person that's betraying the main character kind of acting like a snake, and is like going around and going to the friends of the main character and trying to convince them to join the person the person that's betraying the main character. And then those characters start acting quote unquote shady and sketchy but they do it in a very cliche way, where it's like incredibly like they do actions that make no sense at all, that you can easily tell that it doesn't make sense and that they're not going to betray the main character. And there's a lot of scenes where they do specific actions that I'm just like, what was the point of them doing this like at all? Like even with the account of taking in subverting of of your expectations, it just didn't make sense like in any way, shape, or form. So that's like my main gripe with the show, is that a lot of the writing is kind of iffy at times. Like the actors are great, the production quality is great, the combat is great, the effects are great, but some of the writing is kind of I don't know, it's kind of iffy. I've heard that Vikings is not that historic. Oh yeah, if you're looking for historical accuracy, I don't know Vikings is the show that you want to watch. I don't know. It's more of like a drama, an action drama, than it is actually based on historical accuracy. A lot of the shows on the History Channel can be clumped up into that same sort of bundle as well. I don't know if y'all ever seen like the memes about the History Channel or some bullshit like that, but they got it going like where they're like the History Channel at 1 p.m. and it's like documentaries about World War II, World War I, about like ancient Rome or stuff like that. And then the bottom of the meme is like the History Channel at 11 p.m. and it's just like a bunch of flying whales and aliens popping up and shit. And it's just, the History Channel is a joke, man. Like I don't know what's going on with that channel. History is like, we have such a rich history as humans, man, and we have such dumb fucking shows on the History Channel. It's so weird, so weird. Good morning from Germany. Yo, Paul. Good morning from the United States. Maybe Blizzard wrote the stories in that TV. Oh, that's a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down, but fuck it, I'll go ahead and do it anyway, man. Like, okay, let me just say, when I first saw that cutscene of Sylvanas, like with Anduin pointing like Shalamorn at him or whatever you want to fucking call it, and then he starts talking to her, and you see her doubting herself and being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Like, so you like doing all the shit that you've done since Legion, you didn't bat an eye. But now that you have Anduin in captivity and he's talking to you, like now you're suddenly filled with all this doubt. And I know there's people gonna be like, oh well, she's trying to turn him into the Lich King or whatever, and it'll remind her of herself. Like, motherfucker, dude, like there's a lot of things like before that could have turned her from that path for her to have doubt. If she was as invested as she was down this path, there would be no doubt on her end. You know what the reality is? It's just Blizzard just doesn't know what they're doing. And if you go in like the comment sections of most Blizzard cutscenes, man, it's a bunch of people saying the same thing too. It's like Blizzard don't know what they're doing with their writing. They just don't know where they're going with it. They don't know. But that's my take on that. I don't want to bag on that. I don't want to beat on that dead horse anymore. Anduin makes the same remake. Anduin makes the same remake in the cutscene. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Now, Sylvanas secretly wants to get with Anduin. I've seen a lot of Rule 34 of that. I've seen. I mean, like, I haven't gone out of my way to search for it. I've seen it on Twitter, like people liking it and shit like that, and I've like it pops up. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter, bro, no spoilers. I wasn't spoiling anything. That was just me saying what people speculated up until that point. Like, Geb, I have no idea what any spoilers are right now. I don't know any 9.1 spoilers, so I can't spoil anything because I don't know any spoilers. I was just saying like the stuff that people speculated to happen when they saw that cutscene. $5 that Shalamorn will be a DK legendary weapon that splits into 2 for Frost and 1 for Unholy and Blood. Yo, Smeg, thank you so much for supporting the channel, dude. I don't know why their widget didn't pop up with an alert. It's probably delayed, but I'm like, if ever they, oh, there it is. If ever they come up with artifact weapons again, which I doubt they'll do, maybe. Anduin makes the same remark in the cutscene. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, he may make the same remark in the cutscene, and like we might be able to like, you know, sort of relay with his attitude, but that doesn't really make what Sylvanas is doing at all right now sensible in any way, shape, or form, which it's not. Blizzard writing has been going downhill for the longest time. And I'm not saying that just to like bag on them. Like, I really want the story to be good. I'm not invested in it at all anymore. Ever since Kill Jaden, instead of trying to fight us at the Tomb of Sargeras, decided to go into his portal where he was actually vulnerable, and actually did fight us and die, while he was supposed to be like one of the hands of Sargeras, and kill Jaden the Cunning, and he did that when like my 5-year-old cousin would know not to do that. That's like the equivalent of getting into a white van that says candy on it. That's what Kill Jaden did in Legion. So for a cunning being such as him to do such an act like that and have it be passable, I don't really know. Not really too sure about that. They lampshade the hesitation to draw attention to the fact that it's more complicated than face value analysis. It's a sign of good writing, not bad, but you can still not like the direction of the story. Dude, I see that's a different take entirely. I don't agree with that at all. Dude, let me give you an example of one that's not even remotely what you just stated. That's terrible writing. Kael'thas in Warcraft 3 was a phenomenal character. In the Burning Crusade, his actions completely were the opposite of like what he was in Warcraft 3. He decided to abandon everything that like was good for his people and became a power-hungry, greedy monster. Then in the Venthyr questline, they had the opportunity to go back on that and say and pretty much show everyone that like, you know, in the Burning Crusade, WoW was new. We didn't know how long the expansions were gonna last. We just wanted to make Kael'thas a raid boss. Instead of going back on that, they decided to double down on the story that was already happening, and then they decided to make it as if he was a bad person all along. That's a prime example right there. Like, but you, you can like Blizzard's writing and whatnot, right? I'm not bagging on that. Like the interpretation is subjective, but I just cannot see in any way, shape, or form how Blizzard's writing right now is depicted as good. I feel like the people that think that the writing is good right now is like, of course, you feel free to like it. Like I said, interpretation is subjective. But I feel like a lot of the people who support Blizzard's writing right now are giving them too much credit for what it actually deserves. They think that there's way too much depth to the actual, to what's actually present at hand. When in reality, Blizzard, you know, they really, what you get at surface value is usually what you get at surface value. There's like not too much depth to it. It's like English teachers, right? Where they take like one quote from a book and they're like, oh my god, this author had so much imagination, creativity. Look at all this depth behind this one quote. The writer probably didn't even think of any of that bullshit. He just wrote down like one random shit. Yeah, but everything has sucked since WoD, my guy, and the writing is terrible. Oh yeah, I mean, like, WoD writing was pretty terrible too. Like, I've said it in WoD as well. What's it called? With how much cut content that there was, what's it called? Grom suddenly turncoating and then everyone cheering it on. I made a joke about that in one of my rant videos. Like, the shit made no fucking sense. It's like the dude fucking went on a genocidal rampage before we stepped into Draenor, then got betrayed by his Iron Horde turning into the Fel Horde, and then suddenly he's on our side at the end of it. It's like, yeah guys, I'll just step over here and cheer with you guys. Like, you telling me that's good writing right there? You're telling me that's good writing? Like, okay. Oh, another example of like, okay, listen, I might get some criticism for saying this, but this is just my opinion. Another example of how I think people give Blizzard think too highly of Blizzard writing is like, for example, during the scenario where Zira takes you back in time and Broxigar and Illidan are fighting side by side together, and Broxigar is all like, I will fight with you, Illidan. Like, he had no hatred for him whatsoever, like he admired him. Now, some people said that, oh, it was probably because Zira, you know, wanted us to like paint a light of Illidan where he was like the chosen one, where we're supposed to see him as like this all like this Mary Sue or whatever that like we should all get behind, and that's why Broxigar wants to follow him as well, because it's not actually what happened. What's more likely to be the case? That being the scenario, or Blizzard just being fickle with their writing, considering the fact that everything that they publish in Chronicle is retconned like a year after? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just going off of their record, and I'm gonna say that the latter is a much more practical outcome than the former. Just saying. Okay. Let's say hypothetically, right, that like Blizzard does have like the depth that some people credit them to have, but then you have Kill Jaden fist fighting fucking Illidan down in the Tomb of Sargeras while we're fighting Avatar of Sargeras. Like, what the fuck? Like, what, bro? And then like he just like runs away to the Twisting Nether where he's guaranteed to die. And you're telling me that Blizzard has good writing? Okay. Okay. Alright, Ethan, you see this? I'm not jumping this time. I'm not jumping, Ethan. You see that? I made it. I made it. The fact that they invaded another world before finished conquering their own. Yeah, that also doesn't make any sense either. Like, I get that there might be like some resistance or something like that, but bro, like how many thousands of years ago was this that they're still like, you know, they're still like this strong of a resistance? Yeah, they could have done the Uther thing where there was betrayal, deceiving, and when Uther actually leaves to find himself instead of being like, I'm a good guy. Hey, it's Tim. Oh, hello, Tim. Good morning. Dude, Tim's sleep schedule is so fucked up. He's actually on a European schedule right now. He's an American on a European schedule. I have not seen him this entire week because of how messed up his sleeping schedule is. They retconned a lot of the books Boxigar comes from. Well, that's just another support to like to what I'm saying. They're so fickle with their lore, and they retcon so many things. How can they be accredited to have good writing when they're constantly changing things? And it's not even changes like for the better for the most part. Like one of the changes for the better that Blizzard has done is downscaling the power of the old gods, and then now making the Titan versus old god power levels the way that they are currently. But everything else is just like them not being able to decide what route to take with what character. And that like summarizes Blizzard perfectly. They're very good at expanding the lore, making the story big, but they're not good at following up with anything. After Mists of Pandaria. Mists of Pandaria was pretty solid in terms of following character stories and whatnot. And like Vol'jin too, bro. Like, that's another one too right there. It's like he does nothing during WoD and it just dies on the Broken Shore like that. That's good writing. Yes, all WoW lore is bad. Here's X amount of examples. I mean, here, it's not just that. It's not, here's X amount of examples. It's like, it's not just like, here's like 3 examples. And that's why I think that the entirety of WoW is bad. I'm listing so many examples from every single expansion. Like, I understand that not every story can be good because how big the story is. But how many of them can be bad to the point of where, you know, you can acknowledge that there is there is significant fault with the story. The story is not good. Fully agree, Blizzard isn't full of garbage writers. It's full of stereotypical writers. They need Matt Demirsky or something so that stories have depth that matters. Like you said, they're writing just for the sake of writing quantity over quality for him. Like another example of like no depth is Argus, right? I mean, Argus, we learned in that very expansion that he was a sentient titan that was bound by Sargeras torturing him, and then became like a fell titan, whatever you want to call him, and then we ended up fighting him. When honestly, before that expansion, we really had no depth of him for him to be considered a really a valid end boss, if I'm gonna say it. Like N'Zoth as an end boss. Although in the expansion in which he was an end boss, it wasn't the best, but him being an end boss makes sense because like we've known him for a very long time. But Argus was only established of being like, you know, a fallen titan, a nascent titan, however you want to say it. The expansion of Legion being out, right? And that for me, that being the end boss, one that really doesn't have too much writing leading up to it. I don't know, man. It doesn't really feel like a worthwhile end boss to me. That's just kind of what happens when you drag a story for 20. Yeah, Wargaming. That's completely understandable. I agree with that. When you drag on a story for so long, it's inevitably going to deteriorate in quality. I mean, like, I'm not saying here that the story has to be perfect. There are flaws in Wrath of the Lich King. There are flaws in Mists of Pandaria. But the overarching narrative is good. The overarching story is good. The pacing is good. The character development is good, despite some flaws. It's not just the problem here isn't here's an X amount of problems. That's why I think WoW is bad. It's there's an X amount of problems that is so over-encompassing and so overwhelming to the point of where it's unignorable. Therefore, it is bad. Because it's just saturated entirely in the story. I thought Nazoth looked cool though, again, new player. I mean, yeah, he's a cool ass model. He definitely has a cool model. Nazoth was well written too. I wish we learned more about Nazoth before we killed him. Oh yeah, bro. And what is with like that cutscene of us like single-handedly wielding the Heart of Azeroth and Kamehameha fucking Nazoth? That was just that was something else. And then not to mention the straight up Lord of the Rings ripoff at the end as well. I'm not trying to paint myself as somebody who like just bags on WoW whenever they do, because there is, for those of you guys who have been here for a while, y'all know that there's a big difference between like what I say versus what somebody just who bashes WoW constantly would say. The reason why I'm so critical of WoW is because of how much the writing has fallen compared to how it was, say, 10 years ago. With the exception of the Cataclysm. I mean, the Cataclysm books were good, but the in-game narrative wasn't as solid, I would say. And then we have Gahoon the Grub on steroids. I feel like Gahoon would be a good pet to have if he was like 100 times smaller. He might be like really vicious, but like I feel like he would be a really entertaining pet to have. Nazoth equals Deathwing, same death scene. Can't really argue that. What are you looking for in that raid? I am looking for Mimiron's head. I'm looking for Mimiron's head off of Yogg-Saron. That is what I'm trying to get. Initially, I wasn't really too like into this mount. I was like, if I get it, I get it. I was just running Ulduar just to run Ulduar. But now it's eluded me so much to the point of where I really want to get it. I really want to get the mount because of how it's avoided me for so long. We need more Sargeras sword events in the game for my caveman brain to care about the lore. Krucial, what do you think of the jailer so far, ignoring the Sylvanas subplot? Do you like the Maw jailer in general? No, I don't. I think that regarding the jailer and his armies, as somebody has stated before, it should be a very there should be a show don't tell type of stigma behind that sort of narrative. I forgot who says it, but somebody in WoW, it was either Jaina or Darian, I can't really remember, maybe Thrall. They said something like the jailer's armies overwhelm those of even the legions or whatever. But that comes to the point of like the problem with the writing as well, right? The Legion is a well-established antagonist for like the past over a decade. The jailer and his armies is a faction that we just heard about right now. And then now they're saying that like these guys are more powerful than the ones that we have faced from the Burning Legion. Now technically it makes sense because like they're the realm of death, right? And like everything dead should pretty much go to them. But aside from the soul serve like from the other covenants and whatnot. But show don't tell. It's like saying, imagine if you watch Star Wars and then they just said like imagine all of the duels that you saw in episodes 7 through 9, and then at the end when Palpatine is defeated, they say that Kylo Ren was more powerful than Darth Vader and Palpatine combined the whole time. Show don't tell. Do not say that. If you just say that, no one's gonna take you fucking seriously. Like no one's gonna take you seriously. Yo, good morning, Simone or Simon. Like I said, in regards to that statement, it makes sense. But when you just put it in a statement and you don't actually like try to show me the threat of it, rather than instead of, you know, just like stealthing through a few mobs, it's like I don't. It makes me roll my eyes. It makes me roll my eyes. Yo, by the way, guys, to go a little off topic right now, I did the unthinkable. I denied a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? I did what no other YouTuber could do. I denied a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Although I did take like a few in the past, but they came back and they're like, hey, you want to do a sponsorship? I was like, you know what? Not this time. Not this time. Arkless with the $5 Star Wars movie night when? I don't know. But if we are gonna have a movie night, it's gotta be like Revenge of the Sith. That's like my favorite movie from the Star Wars franchise. Thank you though, Arkless, for the support to the channel. You monster! What? How dare you? What, bro? I cannot please any of y'all motherfuckers, dude. Like, I swear. I put in a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, and you guys are like, all of you guys are like, fucking sellout, huh? I can't believe you've done this, Crucial. Did your parents raise you to be a heathen, or are you just a stupid idiot? And then I don't include the sponsorship, and y'all motherfuckers are like, I can't believe you, Crucial. What sort of parents raised you? Are you some sort of heathen? How could you be such a stupid idiot? I don't know what to fucking say, honestly. Now let me fucking tell you, they offered me quite a bit of money. So with that money, I could have like bought some like hookers and blow. So I sacrificed that. For and actually denied the sponsorship. So come on, cut me some slack here. I could have had a good time. I could have had a good Friday night. Yeah, I did, Ethan. I did. I said either last stream or 2 weeks ago that I was gonna take a raid ad, but then I decided against it. So I went back on it. Doesn't matter what you do, man. You're gonna get called out by someone. Oh yeah, I've been online long enough to know that.
What have you done?
Arkless, thank you for denying the sponsor. Thank you, dude, for another $5. See, that was just all a ruse to get $5 from Arkless. I'm actually gonna take the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I really wish they would bring more story into Ardenweald with the gods and such. It would really be cool to get more lore about them. One part about Ardenweald that I actually really do like is the play. I don't know how many of you guys have done that, but I believe it's the intro to actually being a part of their covenant. And you do a play where you relive all of the bosses, like from Legion, I think, all the way to now, or all the way to BFA. And it was pretty cool. I really liked it, actually. Aside from like one of the glitches and bugs that I had happen that prevented me from actually being able to complete the quest, but aside from that, it was pretty fun. Crucial saving us from corporate brainwash. Oh no, dude, I'm just waiting for me to get to like 200,000 subscribers so that I can like actually accept their sponsorship, but like, you know, raise the amount of raise the money in which they'll give me to include an ad. Could have bought some good writers for Blizzard. Hell no, I wouldn't waste my money on that. I would not waste my money on that. That's like giving your, say you had a teenage kid that wanted to get into cooking, that doesn't even know how to fry an egg. That's like giving them a $1,000 slab of Kobe beef to cook with. It's just gonna go to waste. So now I'm not gonna do that. Darth Vader with the face of Shrek. That is fucking scary. Yo man, how you doing today? I'm doing well, dude. If it was more powerful or Kyrian was weaker, I would have loved it. Oh, yo, we gotta talk about something. All my rogues in here. What do you guys think about the flagellation rework? What do y'all think about that? See that Mimron's head coming? Oh, GTA Ripper, you're too optimistic, man. I used to be like you, but then I got an arrow to the heart because I would rather take that than not getting farming mounts over and over and not getting them. I should redo the play quest. A lot of people say it's good, but I was just going through the motions when I did it on my mage. Dude, you said that you liked it before I even did it. So were you just like buying into like the fan hype, bro? Buying into the bandwagon? Hey, what's up, Dale? What's going on? Well, I've done the Shadowlands Lore Master a couple days ago, and I gotta say, Ardenweald quest design was quite buggy or even shit at times. Yeah, I had quite a few quests in Ardenweald where I straight up bugged. I think like 3 of them where I straight up bugged. One of them had to do with like one of the sentries near the play, and there was one of them was stuck in the ground while they had a detection aura around them, and you had to stealth your way past them, but it was impossible to do by just simply moving. You had to have some sort of leap, teleport, or just like anything to like sort of like go across. If I didn't have my grappling hook in Outlaw, I don't know how I would have done it. I would have had to wait for a hotfix or something like that. It was part of the I think it was part of the campaign. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. If you get Mimiron's head, I'll give you 200k. Tim, let's have that offer go up every single week. Go up every single week by 100k. Alright, moment of truth. Nope, no Mimiron's head. Alright, we gotta go ahead and do this on an alt. Or actually, do this on my main, probably. Get the slow character out of the way. Question, what's the name of the add-on for your character's health bar / picture? The unit frame add-on is Z-Pearl. P-E-R-L. P-E-R-L. I should probably swap to LVUI someday though. Tim, you do know if you say that every run you're going to eventually lose your money? Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Alright, it's time to go on my slowpoke DK. Ashes of Valar, best mount in game. Dude, I got that on my 2nd try. Yo, there's a funny story with Ashes of Valar. There was a guy in my Discord who really wanted Ashes of Valar really badly, to the point of where it bordered a point of concern. And Grim, y'all know Captain Grim, he got it and he posted the image in general chat on my server, and then my friend Niall added the dude who really wanted the mount but never got it to drop, and he rage quit and actually left the server. And he to this day still is not in my server, to this day. No, this looks sexy. Well, y'all are gonna have to get used to my DK because the job on my pally is done, and this time I will not forget to choose Wraithwalk. So would do the same. The funny thing is, by the way, is that he blames Grim for bragging about that when it wasn't even Grim's fault. He was just posting an image of him getting it, and then Niall was the one who added him with it. So Grim right now is being resented by this person because of that act, which is amazing. It's amazing. He's come into my stream a couple times here, but he hasn't actually been in my server. But he's been, I see him on my tweets every now and then, and I also see him on the stream every now and then. But whenever I ask him why he isn't in the server, he just like vanishes like a magician. He just disappears into smoke and thin air. Can you please repeat the name of your UI add-on? I'll just put it in chat. I'll type it. Right there. Niall is savage for that one. Nah, now just a fucking troll, dude. That man's that man has no boundaries. No boundaries. No limits. Hasn't Mattson been making his own content? I have no idea. No idea. Justin, you don't use your Facebook page anymore? No, I don't. I actually forgot I even had one. It sucks too because when I when I first made my Facebook and Twitter page, I was actually a lot more active on my Facebook than I was on my Twitter. But I kind of just outgrew Facebook. I don't know. I like the design of Twitter more. I like the UI of it and just like the vibe of it more. Not the vibe as in the people that are on there, because dude, you see the stupidest fucking tweets on Twitter, man. I swear to fuck. But I like the when I mean the vibe, I mean like there's a lot of people that post like the types of memes that I'm into more, like the type of shit posting memes rather than on Facebook. Like on Facebook, there's a lot of dad memes, I would say. And those aren't bad, don't get me wrong, but like seeing that and only that for the most part, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Facebook is kind of like my MySpace now. It's kind of being left in the dust. I like Twitter a lot more. In terms of the memes that I see, I can deal without all the stupid people, to be honest. Twitter has got the biggest cesspool of idiots on there. What are we farming tonight, sir? Well, we farmed Soul Ash earlier, and now we are farming Ulduar from Mimiron's Head. And we're gonna do that on this character and one more character, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Not sure. Not really sure. Twitter is the worst community. Twitter is terrible. Twitter is really bad. It's just a bunch of uneducated people who just bandwagon hate on something they don't understand. And I don't know. And then they hide behind the facade that, like, you know, what they're doing is actually just good and beneficial, when really it's just people who are straight out of high school, who are too bored with their and have too much time, and they're just trying to harass people. Twitter is terrible. Facebook, more like lame book. Twitter is a cesspool. That's why I only follow VTubers. I mean, I don't really follow anything outside of like WoW's YouTubers and some like Siege streamers or something like that. But I still get a bunch of shit from like a bunch of like political stuff that I would, you know, rather not do without. I mean, granted, I am following like Trump. I was following him for the memes. And also like Biden too, when the election was going on. But I was getting stuff that it wasn't even like related to like their pages. It was like other politicians that were arguing shit that wasn't even about like them. It was about like the overarching parties and whatnot. And it wasn't because Trump or because Biden liked it or because they retweeted it. It was just from other stuff. So even though I was like following, you know, the main two candidates of the general election, I was also getting a bunch of political stuff that wasn't even like relating to their activities on Twitter as well. So. Got Nathria AOTC tonight, dude. I'm so fucking yo. Grats, Maestro. Grats. I gotta say, yo, Hiro, have you done have you killed Denathrius yet on Heroic? How many bosses have you killed on Heroic? I want to say that I saw Nora got it on Twitter, and I congratulated her for it. I think Denathrius is one of the hardest Heroic bosses that I have had to fight in a very long time. I didn't raid on Taurus. I raided every single raid of Legion up until that point, and of Warlords of Draenor, except for Hellfire Citadel. And I do not remember a boss being as difficult on Heroic difficulty as Denathrius. We got our Denathrius kill at, like, in our mid-30s attempts. Like, on our 34th or 35th attempt is when we killed him or something like that. And back in Warlords of Draenor, Blackhand took about... I pugged it while I was on, like, my 80th attempt. And that's when I got AOTC for Blacksmith, or for Blackhand. And the reason why Blackhand was so much harder was because a lot of the people were making dumb mistakes. Like, when we got onto the last phase, the last platform where you can get rolled off or knocked off or whatever, we had one attempt where our Brewmaster main tank straight up fucking rolled off because he hit the wrong buttons. So Blackhand wasn't hard in that sense. It was hard because people just were being idiots. But for Denathrius, we executed our attempt like so fucking well. Like, really, really well. Barely any error, like maybe just one. And even at that point, it was pretty difficult. And I know a lot of people have said that a lot of mythic bosses are, like, at least the first two mythic bosses are easier than Heroic Denathrius. Yo, Crucial, thanks, bro. You are one of the content creators that keep me going with this game. Yo, thank you, Jake. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind words, dude. And the same, took me like 35 or 36 wipes until I finally killed Heroic Sire. For our issue with Sire, it isn't really that we are struggling with mechanics. It's that we're struggling with the DPS and the heals. People, what's it called? Some people have lower DPS than others, and it ultimately will drag down the DPS of like the people on the top because of how prolonged the fight is and how many more ads that we get and stuff like that, and how drawn out the phases are. So that's kind of our problem right now. The tanking is great. The mechanical awareness is pretty solid, but the DPS could be a tad bit better on all parties, myself included. myself included. Like, but I think like one of the main reasons as to why our overall raid DPS is so low on that particular fight is because that fight really requires every single person to be at their top game, and if people aren't parsing like blues or purples on the previous bosses, then the whole raid is truly going to suffer on Denathrius due to how slow everything is going to be. But the amount of mechanics like on that fight for a heroic level fight is pretty insane. Like I'm comparing let's compare heroic N'Zoth to heroic Denathrius. Heroic N'Zoth is possibly one of the easiest fights I have ever done in my life. It is so easy. It is insanely easy. The only reason why pugs struggle with it is because pugs don't have any, pugs struggle to have any sort of organization when they're not on voice. But if you have people on voice, N'Zoth is cheese, man. It is really easy. Denathrius, though, we've killed him like 2 times already, and we're still gonna struggle this week, guaranteed. There's just a lot of like on the 3rd phase, there's this one sort of time where he has a massacre overlapped with a fatal finesse into a smoldering ire mechanic. 2 mechanics while massacre is going out, Remornia is slicing through people, and then people gotta soak the smoldering ire while the sword is flying everywhere. That's pretty intense for heroic, I think. That's pretty intense, and I like it. I actually like it. I think it's really fucking awesome. Although I will say that the amount of difficulty on Denathrius did take me by surprise quite a bit. And also, if you're just low on DPS and you can't get the ads fast enough, down fast enough on P2, it's just game over. Like it's pretty much a given that if you don't have DPS, you know, your raid performance is gonna suffer, obviously. But there are bosses where you can get away with low DPS. But for like Ny'alotha for N'Zoth, the only thing that you had to really worry about when it came to low DPS is DPSing. I forgot his name. Psychus, I believe was his name. The giant mob that was in the sleeping phase. Even if you had your DPS was mediocre, for the most part you could probably kill him. But if your DPS is too low on Denathrius, it's pretty much a wall. It's a wall, and you just can't do it. You need to have everyone on their A game. Speaking of, I had a friend who she did Denathrius tonight and was stuck on it for 3 hours. But the reason why they were stuck on it was because apparently people were getting killed with impales. They were getting like 2 or 3 impales per 1 cast. Like people were just like lining up for like the sword to overlap them over and over again. I don't know. So I'm at least thankful that my guild isn't like that. My guild isn't. We're not having trouble with mechanics on Denathrius. We're having trouble with just the raw DPS that's needed. I mean, we got AOTC, but you know, just trying to get him on farm to get other people in the guild AOTC is kind of hard at the moment. It's kind of hard. Wait a minute. It is on 25, man. My legacy rate's on 25, man. You had me worried right there. You had me worried. Because the mount only... Hold up, is the rate at 10, man, and not 25, man? I mean, hold on. Let me... You have me doubting myself right now. Actually, what's it called? What is it called? 10 man wasn't until trial, wasn't it? Or was that? I'm like doubting myself right now. I'm brain farting. I know trial was when like they first had new difficulties with Trial of the Grand Crusader, but I don't remember when 10 man was first implemented. I don't remember what raid it was. I really want to join your new guild, but I'm on the Arthas server. Just transfer over, dude. Just transfer over. I still have my Discord server, pleb. It's just invite only. Oh, it's Nax? Okay. Well, it's still set on 25, man, so we're good. I think what I was thinking about is the difficulty of the raids. There wasn't a separate difficulty officially until we got Trial of the Grand Crusader. Justin, I missed the start of the stream. Did you at least greet everyone with what is that? Nah, I said what's up, bitches. The start of the stream tonight was really bad. I was having a lot of internet issues. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at 59 ms at home right now. I was at over 200 when the stream started, and I was constantly disconnecting and having frame rate drops. It was pretty bad. I don't really know what the issue was, but I just reset my router and everything was fine. Hey, Krucial, just joined the stream. I understand I did a normal run with my guild. We did Shriek, use Skip. Then last 3, they said I wasn't ready for Heroic and removed me from the group. It was nothing personal. Oh, yeah. That's how it should be, Itachi. Like, I'm trying to get people to raid with us in the guild right now. And we're trialing like 4 people this week. And for the most part, they all seem relatively geared. But the first 7 bosses of Nathria are really easy to do and easy to carry people. But when it comes to Sludge Fist and Stone Legion and the Nathrius, you have to start cutting people, because those fights become really freaking difficult. Like, there's a hard wall when you get to like Sludge Fist, Stone Legion, and the Nathrius. You can't really afford to be carrying too many people. Let me click. What server is your guild on again? It's on Zul'jin NA. If any of you guys are interested in joining the guild, then what is it called? Check the description of this stream. There will be an invite and more, or not an invite, but like more information about it. And if you guys want to join, then feel free to make a new character on Zul'jin, and we accept everyone. So if you guys want to join, feel free to. Even if it's a level 1, we'll accept you. You know, if you just want to get a vibe of the community and whatnot and don't actually want to fully commit to a transfer, then that's totally understandable. But if you want to meet some cool new people, then you're welcome to join the guild. I think sometime this week we have 30 people online, which you know, it's not crazy compared to some of you guys who have social guilds that are over 200 people online. But for this guild being like 2 weeks old or whatnot, I'm pretty happy. I've met some pretty cool people through the guild, so we'll have to see. The only thing is that don't come in with the expectation of doing Mythic Pluses with us, or of raiding with us, because there's so many people that need to get geared that we're already trying to help get geared. We got so many people that we already grind keys with and stuff like that, it's just hard to get everyone in and whatnot. But I am trying to get some new trials and new people to raid with into the guild. Because I do want to raid with a bigger group rather than just going 226. Just in the off chance of people not being able to come online due to health issues or due to internet problems. And if you roll with a group that you solely rely on 226 without any filler, it becomes really risky, because you know, there are times where people can't make it and then it ruins the whole raid night because you're out of a tank or out of a healer. What we're looking for in particular, by the way, for raiding is, if any of you guys are interested, is we're basically looking for only jack of all trades right now. So if you can heal, DPS, or tank, or if you have a character that can off-spec all of those things, then feel free to join. Because right now, rather than needing like solely a DPS, a healer, or a tank, that's what we need. We need people that can like change their roles whenever it comes to it, because of how flaky some people are with attendance currently. Mr. J, thank you so much for the $5 dono, dude. Crucial, how's it hanging, nerd? It's hanging fine. It's hanging fine. I just looked down. It seems to be everything is in order, so it's all going good. It's all going good. Imagine having more than 3 people online on not a raid night. Dude, that's how it was for my old guild. There was like no one on at all in the guild when it wasn't raid night. Not at all. So that's what I'm trying to like change with this guild, is that I'm trying to make it so that, like, yeah, we have at least a 2-3-9 or 2-4-13 type of raid comp. But I also want there to be people that will want to do Mythic Pluses with each other as well, to get to know each other and help gear up alts and stuff like that. As well as also just providing a social environment for people who aren't interested in doing endgame stuff and who just want to join the guild to get to know each other and be more interactive and stuff, you know? Speaking of interaction and stuff, the next video is going to be a Sanguine Depths key. And it's one that we actually did without Discord, because Discord was down. So we actually went ahead and went into in-game voice chat. It was my first time ever using in-game voice chat, WoW's in-game voice chat. And I gotta say, dude, it was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty decent. I was a fan of it. I was a fan of it. I think that a lot of people, it's because Discord is so fucking good that people don't want to use anything else but Discord. But I can say that probably if people just hopped in WoW's in-game voice chat once, they may be more inclined to use that over Discord. I actually liked it. I may not be able to join the guild because I'm EU, but at least I'm playing on EU. I can play hide and seek with Kakio. It's all good, Ethan. It's all good, man. Hey, Krucial, I just started playing a DK, and I'm wondering how long it took you to get a good feel of the class. I started playing my DK in BFA. I want to say, like, about 2 weeks. Maybe not even that. Like, the first week, I was, like, still trying to get a feel of, like, my rotation. And then the second week was everything becoming second nature. So, yeah, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe a little less, though. Keep in mind that my DK was my alt at the time. I did not make it my main, so that's why it took me so long. If I made it my main, it would be a lot quicker. I'd probably do that in like a day if I actually spam ran like dungeons and was sitting in front of a target dummy. But with that having said though, I still brain fart a lot on my DK quite a bit. There's a lot of times where I just do a mythic plus or do something before raid, and then I come in with the mindset of just being totally out of it when it actually comes to me having to do DPS on my DK, and I start messing up my my opener and stuff, and it's like, well, there goes my parse. There goes my parse. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I lied. I said I had a 220 overwhelming power crystal. I forgot. I didn't get it from a chest. I got it from a raw drop in a mythic dungeon, so it's only 210 unfortunately. So yeah, I could use better trinkets this week from the weekly vault. I totally forgot. I thought I got the overwhelming power crystal from the vault, but apparently I didn't. What a shame. What a shame. All right, time to go to the shattered walkway. Time to go to the shattered walkway. Krucial, I highly recommend playing R6 with text-to-speech on because it's fucking hilarious. I didn't even know R6 had like text-to-speech. That sounds fucking AIDS. You know, like people are like the on tournaments or whatever, they already like disable the operator, the announcer or whatever. So man, to hear that the text-to-speech, that sounds terrible. If Mimron's head drops, I'll give you nothing this run. I don't care, Tim. I don't care. Is it worth playing? I haven't played since Wrath of the Lich King expansion. Yeah, I mean, I think Unholy DK is still the best melee for raids. Let me see. That is not what I wanted to look at. Let's see. Oh. Let me look at the 95th percentile for the people who actually know what the ins and outs of their class. Oh no, it's not actually. Windwalker's above it right now. For all percentiles and the 95th percentile, Windwalker is above Unholy and Mythic. So Unholy has unfortunately lost its crown as the best melee DPS. How unfortunate. I also know that last week, I didn't take a look at it this week, but last week Windwalker and Fury Warrior was above Unholy DK in Mythic Plus. So I don't know, maybe we need like a 50% mastery buff or something. I don't really know. Maybe like 100% strength bonus. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on here. Not so sure. And it's so funny because the bot actually says cuss words in every letter and number typed out. It's fantastic. No, that sounds terrible, dude. You know what that sounds like? On HBO, you can have it to where the CC, you can have it on English or English audio. And then if you have it on English audio, it not only like reads out what the people are like saying, it also reads out what they're doing. So if like they're sitting down, then they'll say like they sat down contemplating whatever. And it's just like, oh my god, bro, they really go into depth with this. It's like an actual audiobook. The SpongeBob is representing my mood right now. You know, I was pretty tired going into the stream, but you guys have woken me up. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I was pretty tired going into today's stream, and the disconnects at the beginning didn't make anything better. I actually really wanted to just call it a night, but I decided, you know, I really want to commit. I really want to commit. Oh, speaking of, guys, I don't exactly know what the deal is gonna be, but I'm trying to get like I'm trying to set up like a guinea pig enclosure in my room right now because I really want some guinea pigs. I want like 2 of them. But my reservation for getting him right now is that even though they're really cute bastards and they make really cute noises, I'm scared of them making so many noises because I'm afraid that my Yeti's gonna pick it up in my videos and on my streams, especially if I have it in my room. So I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna get him, and if I do in fact get him, I might I'll go ahead and post it on Twitter or on Discord, and I'll probably call out of stream for at least a week while I set up everything. Maybe a week or two as I make sure that they all like get settled in and whatnot. But I don't know yet because I'm gonna get 2 of them, and I know like alone they aren't really too they don't really talk too much, but like when they're together they tend to squeak quite a bit. So hopefully they don't make too much noise because that could be a problem. But hopefully they don't. I'm still debating on it. They aren't too loud. They are cute as fuck. They are cute as fuck, dude. They are cute as fuck. Did you get the COVID vaccine? No, I didn't, but my grandparents actually got it yesterday. I have not gotten the COVID vaccine yet. Yo, speaking of COVID, dude. Fucking Tim, man. In this Sanguine Depths video, the dude went to, right before we did the key, the dude went to a happy ending massage parlor, and ever since he came back, he's been coughing up a storm. Now, he keeps saying that he doesn't have COVID or nothing, but I don't fucking know, bro. Like, I don't know. That man's been coughing quite a bit. I'm just saying. Alright, time to go ahead and head my ass back to Oribos and go ahead and do this on my rogue. Guinea pig cam. I just hope that they don't squeak too much to the point of where, like, whenever I'm talking, they're, like, constantly squeaking as well, because then that'll be a problem. You were about to tell me Fury Warriors were out DPSing Unholy. I'm just saying that their rankings for Mythic Plus on Warcraft logs was higher than Unholy. Not in the raid setting, but in the Mythic Plus setting. Let me go ahead and sell some of this. I'm too tired to go to bed. LOL, it's 8:34 a.m. and I haven't slept. Dude, go to bed, man. Sleep, bro. That's bad. That is bad. You need your beauty rest, my friend. Don't stay up on my account. Nothing changes here week by week but the weather. So go ahead and get your sleep. Take care of your health, and I'll be here again next week, dude. No worries. No worries. Take care of number 1. It was worth it. It was worth it. Oh, the reason why he was coughing so much during the Sanguine Depths run, by the way, is because he didn't have push to talk on while we had the WoW in-game voice chat. So, like, throughout the entirety of the video, the dude was just like, while we were just doing, like, trying to, like, call out mechanics and stuff, this dude was just, like, actually coughing up a lung. The weather here is shit, man. It's been pretty bad lately in America. I'm not sure where you're from, Jack, but I assume you're from America. It's been crazy across the country this past few weeks. There's been a lot of storms, a lot of windiness, a lot of rain, a lot of hail, a lot of internets have gone out, a lot of power shortages have been occurring, and a lot of food has been ruined because the power has been out. So honestly, who even needs sleep? Yeah, that's a good question. You know, people actually don't even know like the actual reason why you need sleep. They have a hypothesis that the reason why we need sleep is because every single day, depending on our actions, our neurons make specific connections and shoot out neural signals to like specific pathways depending on what we're doing, and those sort of those neurons need to be refreshed, and that's how we do it through sleep. But there actually isn't like an official reasoning behind it. Like it's just a bunch of like hypotheses, and right now there's like people don't really know why we actually need sleep. We just do it. Aside from like obviously healing and obviously overcoming ailments and illnesses, we don't actually know why in a perfectly healthy human being why we need sleep. Not just yet. Sleep is for the weak, but you go to sleep earlier than I do, Hiru. What state are you in? The beautiful, 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 beautiful state of the United States. That's what happens when you go to a happy ending massage, I guess so. You just gotta look out for like the look out for how they sanitize the people going in, and if you don't see them taking their temperatures or giving out hand sanitizers, then it's time to bounce. Anyways, have a good night. Don't get a cold. Hey yo, thank you, Gib. Have a great night's sleep, and don't stay up too late. You're gonna you're gonna cause yourself some health issues. Although I shouldn't say the same because I stay up till 6 a.m. every single day. I guess as long as you get your like 6 to 8 hours every single day, it doesn't matter when you go to sleep. Doesn't really matter. Oh man, my wrist is like killing me right now. I'm like constantly just stretching my wrist. I've been playing a lot of my Palio this week because we haven't had a tank on. Raz hasn't really been on aside from like one dungeon that we've done. So I've been like having to tank a lot on my prot, and it's been kind of causing my wrist to cramp up. Thankfully, I've been really blessed, and my wrist hasn't been having a lot of issues compared to like last expansion. I remember last expansion when I played like Prot Warrior, it was pretty bad, but now it's doing pretty well. You gotta sleep because it triggers the cell division. If you don't sleep, if you don't sleep, you don't regenerate yourself fast enough to live. That includes neurons. That's why you die if you don't sleep in a few days. I'm not sure. I haven't read any study confirming that, so you could be right. Not exactly certain. All that I know is that when we studied about like why we need sleep, there wasn't actually our professor stated that there wasn't actually an official answer to it. There's just a bunch of like hypotheses and a bunch of theories as to why we need it. Nothing like proven for fact as the sole reason, the main reason why we actually need sleep. Because our cells obviously do divide when we're outside of sleep as well. But you're right, as we sleep, they do divide faster because that's how we heal. So but also certain neurons don't grow through cell division either. That's why when you have like brain damage due to some like toxins or chemicals, some people are like permanently brain damaged. Does you have carpal tunnel too? I don't know. I don't have I haven't lost any like motor capability in my left wrist. I haven't felt any stinging pain. It's just been like I've just felt the need to stretch it to prevent it from being too stiff. If I do have it, it's not as intense as I think yours, right? You have pretty significant carpal tunnel here, right? I know you've had it for a while. I remember you talking about it. I believe back during Legion or WoD. I just said neurons don't divide, Fadi. That's what I was talking about. I was restating what the person said earlier about including neurons and dividing. That's why I said that like cells divide, but like certain neurons don't, because that's why some people, when they breathe in like toxic chemicals that damage neurons, they stay brain damaged. You need sleep so you could do more WoW chores. That honestly is like the surface level of it, yeah. Fucking 25-year-olds getting carpal tunnel. I mean, 25-year-olds getting carpal tunnels makes more sense. Makes more sense than like 60-year-olds getting carpal tunnel, because most people that are young nowadays play games all day. So it is quite common. It is quite common. You gotta look out for your sons, Kieran. Make sure they don't get carpal tunnel as well. Oh, this slow sucks. I can still use my hand like normal, but that's because I stretch every day and lift weights to keep it healthy. Yeah, forearm exercises really help me as well. What's it called? Extensions and also like flexion exercises with the dumbbell really helps out. Really helps out. I also have carpal tunnel on my left hand too. That's why I use the MMO mouse. Yes, I can't play without an MMO mouse, Itachi. I cannot play without an MMO mouse. My wrist will actually be destroyed. If I had all of my keybinds solely on my keyboard, my left wrist would be I don't know if I could play this game, honestly. The APM in this game is way too fast. It's way too fast now for me to actually be able to possibly keep up with everything. Like on Classic, no problem. There's a lot of downtime on Classic, and it's not too bad because a lot of it is just auto attacks. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but a lot of people are like 3-shotting, 2-shotting people because of Wind Fury procs from their auto attacks and whatnot. But like in retail, it's like all buttons you press. It's all buttons you press, so. Never play Warframe if you don't want carpal tunnel. Bullet jumping destroys your hand. No, dude, a game that I really fear, Isaac, is, what is it? It's Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, obviously, but I have played it like once, and just the building mechanic really scares me, because there's just so much fucking, so many things that you have to press in so fast of a sequence. And like, if you look at any of like the people that like play for a long time, you see how many buttons that they're pressing on their keyboard and how mashy it is, and it's just like, oh my goodness, dude, I would not be able to do this. It's actually scary. What about people only using their mouse? Well, then you can get like RSI for your thumb or your index finger as well. Like the reason why people get carpal tunnel is because of repetitive stress injury. It's because they're constantly doing the same motions over and over every single day that they're getting issues with their wrist. And if you swap it all to your mouse, then it's going to be the same deal. But if you like have, that's why I think like if you play a mashy game like WoW and you have a mouse, like an MMO mouse and a keyboard, I think that's the perfect combination, because it kind of divvies up the stress between both your hand and your wrist, or both your wrist and your thumb, I mean. Whereas if you put everything on your mouse, your thumb is eventually going to suffer for it. And if you put everything on your keyboard, not for everyone, but some people might, get carpal tunnel from it, like me and Hiru. You don't want to rotate your wrist. That's how you keep your wrist healthy. Well, thankfully I don't play a lot of shooters, so there's not a lot of reason for me to rotate my wrist too much. The only shooter I really play is Siege and Battlefront 2, if you really count Battlefront 2 as a shooter. It's more of a third-person shooter. It can be first-person, but not a lot of people play as first-person. Wow, a mashy game? What do you mean? I mean, play Prot Pally, play Prot Warrior. That's what I mean. Or play Outlaw Rogue. I've gotten cramps, just not carpal tunnel. I don't think I have carpal tunnel. I think I just have like cramps because, again, like I'm saying, I don't have anything too intense. Like, Hiru, did you actually get diagnosed for it, or are you just like self-diagnosing yourself with carpal tunnel? Because I do know you have like some wrist problems though. Well, WoW didn't cause me carpal tunnel. It was learning and doing coding. Oh wow, that sucks. I guess outside of video games, computer work as well, right? Constantly typing. I have a good balance. Some abilities I use my keyboard, some on my mouse. Same with me too now, Brad. Same with me too. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to get both an MMO mouse and also when they first came out, and also a keyboard, because that would honestly save me a lot of like a lot of injury. Especially with how much I play WoW. But that's why I kind of like doing these streams, because I'm like not pressing a lot of buttons on my mouse. I'm just pressing like one button every 10 seconds. Yo, Fabio, what's going on? Self-diagnosis, my doctors were useless and never got back to me with the results. What do you mean they never got back to you with the results? They just, what? They just never told you what you had or anything? I got carpal tunnel from stripping wires at my job. Oh yeah, man. Any sort of repetitive motion, man, is pretty scary. Even like stationary motions as well, right? If you have like your arm, like if you have your mouse arm constantly at a right angle towards you, and it's constantly bending in like an acute fashion, like at an acute angle to where like your elbow and like your ulnar nerves like constantly just like bending like at a really small angle, then eventually if you have your arm at that position for too long, you might actually get like some like joint pain there too, or some nerve pain. What time is it where I'm at right now? It's almost midnight. It's almost midnight. Fabi, you didn't say hi to me? You said hi to Ethan and Tim, but you didn't say hi to me? WoW is giving it to me right now. I feel this shit. Plus, I used to work in a warehouse for 10 hours a day. Dude, my buddy Brick, which some of you guys may know from my videos, he used to work in a factory for like 12 hours a day, and he would just stand stationary at a conveyor belt. And he said it got so bad to where his back like almost gave out on him and he had to quit. And that honestly sounds terrible. You need some sort of arch support on your feet for that, dude. Otherwise, all of that stress is just gonna go to your lumbar and like cause so much injury, dude. Man, I remember post surgery that I had for my back. One of the first things that my my physical therapist told me was to get some sort of arch support in your shoes or like slippers at home, so that you're never standing on like a flat surface. Because when you have a back injury, man, you can really tell how much pressure goes into your back if your feet are flat on like a floor that provides little support, like tile floor or something like that. If I stand on tile floor for a long time, man, dude, my back starts to like really hurt. It starts to really hurt. They just never got back to me. I called them for months and they just brushed me off. I have to redo and repay for all the tests again. What the? I don't know how I don't know where you're getting your tests done here. But if you're paying for that shit and they're withholding information from their own patient, bro, that's fucking... Yeah, you might want to look into that rather than paying for additional tests, dude. I don't know about all that. I wake up with new scabs and cuts every morning. Well, either you're scratching yourself at night or you're sleeping with an opossum. Well, I looked it up, and playing the piano or any instrument a lot causes arthritis, and playing with bad form can cause carpal tunnel. Oh yeah, especially the piano too. I totally forgot about that. We're talking about WoW and Fortnite, man, but like fucking the piano too. Yeah, that could be pretty bad as well. Can you get cramps in your elbow from fapping? I feel like if you fap enough to the point of where you can get like cramps in your joints, then I feel like that wouldn't be the issue. The issue would probably be your heart giving out from how often you jerk off leading up to that point. So you would probably have to deal with like a heart attack before any of that happens. You know what I'm saying? Kino donated $5. No Donkey Kong money this week. Oh, yo, the $5 instead of the Krona. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Can you actually change your currency when you donate? Oh, also thank you, dude, for the for the support to the channel, of course. Thank you. Alrighty, now we are. Who do we just got done with Thorm, so let's go ahead and did we kill Crazy Cat Lady yet? I don't remember. I think we did. When all you do is just fucking talk and run around and aimlessly press your keys, things start to meld together, and I don't really remember things. Shit, dude, I don't even remember shit that I've learned last semester from my classes. Like, if my professor were to ask me a question that would have been on one of my exams, I would get it wrong, 100%. 100%. It also doesn't help that I have a concussion right now, too. Dude, I woke up today and my head was spinning. The room was spinning. It was pretty bad. And then like 2 days ago, I had a lot of trouble concentrating. I had a lot of difficulty concentrating. Like something that happened that night, I had trouble remembering. Thankfully, I was actually eventually able to remember what happened. But like, fuck, dude, it was bad. I just went through the 4th and 5th cervical fusions, and my OT's playing WoW. Is playing WoW. Still waiting for feeling to come back to some fingers as I was slowly going Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. By OT, do you mean occupational therapist? As in your occupational therapist is playing WoW with you? I feel like coming out of a cervical fusion, sitting at a computer would kind of hurt, right? Because you don't have like a lot of neck support, and you're just sitting at your computer, just staring at your monitor. I mean, I suppose it beats like a lumbar or sacral fusion though, because a lumbar or sacral like surgery, and all of the pressure when you're sitting down is like directed to your lower back, so that is way worse, of course. But there's also like people tend to project their necks like forward a bit or have like some sort of weird like arch to their neck when they're sitting down at their computers. So that could be pretty bad with a fusion as well, especially a fusion. That's a pretty significant surgery. All right, where are we going now? Spark of imagination. Your inventory is full? Yeah, I know it's full. It'll just get sent into my bags. Although I do want to learn this pet, so at least I have one free slot. I've gotten 2 nosebleeds for 2 days in the same week. That's either you're ascending and that's part of some ritual, or that's a hell of a convenience. It's hell of a convenience. Did you know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? Yes, I had to learn a fucking entire chapter about all the organelles of the cell and the mitochondria. So yes, I do know, and it's fucking. I don't remember a single thing about it. All I remember.
What have you done?
Oh. I got a donation. 1 second. I gotta read that. Tic Tac 22 donated $20, dude. Thank you so much for the support to the channel. Love from the U.S. Army. Hey, respect to all of our soldiers. Respect to all of our soldiers. Been watching your videos while out here deployed. Hey, dude, I appreciate that, man. And thank you so much for your service to our country. Keep doing what you do, bro. All the WoW nerds out here get a good laugh from you, bro. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I can bring some joy to you over there, dude. I hope that you stay safe, man. Not only from whatever you're going through during your deployment, but also with COVID, of course. With COVID. One of my buddies went to boot camp, and he actually got COVID while in boot camp and got isolated. And man, it did not seem like a fun time. So, yeah, hopefully that does not happen to you or anyone you know. If you sit on your hand, oh my god, I already know where it's gonna go, but I'm gonna read this anyway. If you sit on your hand till it goes numb and then you fap, you may think that feelings carpal tunnel, but I like to call it the stranger. There's this one fucking scene in Family Guy or whatever, where oh fuck, I forgot. It was what was the Jewish kid's name? I don't remember. The one that had a crush on Meg. I don't remember. But there was a clip of him saying that like he wanted to jerk off, but like his like hand was broken, so he was gonna jerk off with like his other hand, and he was like, looks like we got a stranger in the tub tonight. That kind of sounded creepy when I just said that out loud, but hey, that's part of the show. Mort, yeah, Mort. Much love to you too, Tic Tac. Much love. You can never have too many alts. Yes, you can. You can have too many alts. Don't make fucking like 30 alts. I used to have nosebleeds every day and bad ones too. Luckily, it was just a vein that went exploring too far. Oh, either way, that doesn't sound fun. Especially if you're like not at home. That sounds terrible. Yo, speaking of like health conditions that happen like every single day, when I was in elementary school, my computer teacher had a son who had a heavy epileptic sequence of epileptic attacks. He eventually got diagnosed with epilepsy, of course, but like almost every single day he had epilepsy so bad to the point of where they had to withdraw him from school, and I believe he got homeschooled. I'm not entirely certain, but man, dude, I hope that kid's all right now, because that sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely terrible. Yeah, right now that kid's probably like 20 right now, so I hope he's doing good. There's absolutely no way of me being able to get into contact with him because I don't remember his name, but I do remember his dad's name though. Like I remember his last name. I don't know his first name. With the controller update for WoW, it might be possible to play VR WoW. Yo, you saying that there's a possibility of doing lewd RP with in a VR? Oh man, with a controller? So I need only one hand, you know what I'm saying? Guys, if you play WoW as much as I do, please get a posture check add-on. What? What? A posture check add-on? It helps a lot with back pain and keeping up a healthy posture. Or if you have a decent amount of money, just get an ergonomic chair, and like you don't even have to like adjust your posture, because you'll just set it up in that position, and you'll maintain that posture, the ideal posture, forever. But that's actually funny that there's an add-on for that. That's hilarious. Using different colored nail polish also has the same effect, as it can also make you think it's not your own hand. That, man, some of these comments are Interesting. Interesting. Dude, if you're at that fucking point where you're putting nail polish on your hand to deceive yourself that that you know it's not you that's tugging on your chain, just dude, just never mind. Never fucking mind. Posture check, sit up, boys. Dude, I got good posture right now. Although I need to get me a better chair though. I need to get me a better chair. For sure. Just saying what others are thinking. Hey, it takes a courageous man to do that, huh, Daddy? Takes a courageous man. No, but dude, like, at that point, just get a fucking like blow up doll or some shit, dude. Like, what the hell? Or a flashlight or something, man. Like, bro. Come on now. Also, they need to take Blade Flurry off the GCD. Even losing feeling in my nerves, I am still the top DPS. Telemna, I'm not sure who the fuck is winning that in that situation. If you're hey, I might not be able to lose my to feel my left hand right now. There might be shooting needle-like pain through my index finger, and I might be my hand might be twitching. But I'm the only fucking legendary parse here in this raid right now, so y'all motherfucking bitches better step it up. Ain't that right, Telemna? Ain't that right? I like how you suggest a blow-up doll before an actual woman. Well, bro, I mean, like, if you're at that point where you're putting on nail polish to trick yourself in the bathtub, I mean, I think a woman's kind of out of the question. Don't you think? I got a gaming chair and desk for my 2 monitors, and yo, nice, Philip, nice. Send a picture of it when you got it set up. I want to see what it looks like. Madness will consume you. This room again, dude. This one again. I should probably do Firelands after. I want the smoldering egg of Milgazor, and it gives me something to do on stream. Man, in 10 years from now, when I actually get all these mounts, I'm gonna be sad. Because then I'll have nothing to run. Then I'll have to do, like, Dragon Soul. Ugh. Just fucking Cloak of Shadowlands this. Alright, Tim, 500k if I get this, yeah? Tim, 500k if I get this. If I get it right now. Is that an LVUI setup? It is not. It is not an LVUI setup. It's a, Outlaw Weak Aura, what's it called? Pack. And then this is Bartender, my action bars. Then this is Details, and then this is Z Pearl, my unit frames. And then I have Tidy Plates for my my nameplate, which isn't showing up because he's dead. I got the Firehawk on my first try, then I lost the account. How did you lose the account? I tell my guild members, if I'm paralyzed and beating you in DPS, step your shit up. I mean, honestly, Telemna, honestly, if you're playing in that condition and you're like out DPSing people, you deserve to bully everyone that's under you. Absolutely. 100% agreed. Alright, I guess I'll just kill myself. I'm not getting this fucking, I'm not getting Mimron's head. Alright, I'm going over to Firelands now. Should I clear up my bags? Probably. Will I? I don't know. I had insane luck with Smoldering Egg. Was doing a Mog run with a friend. Sorry, chat moved. Was doing a Mog run with a friend week 1 and it dropped. He won the roll. Week after that, I went in alone and it dropped again. Damn, that is some hella luck. I've seen Elisrazor's mount drop like 3 times. I've not seen Smoldering Egg drop once, but I like the achievement one more, the purple one. I like the way that one looks a bit more. I should probably sell my shit before I go into there, actually. 2 monitors is the best setup, both 27 inches, and I have this setup for 1 year. Dude, I'll tell you a good setup right now. I got 3 fucking monitors stacked vertically on top of my first monitor. It's how you do it. It's how you do it. Take notes, everyone. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Alright. Time to go. Time to go. I cleared up 1 bag. That's good enough. That is good enough. Delete this shit. And then time to go over to Firelands. You should farm 150k of Pexus. No, I'm not doing that. Pexus crystals for the fell broke back bird mount like the good. Oh, you talking about? Hold on. I already have that one. Fuck, I don't even remember the name, bro. This one, you talking about this one? I got that, dude. I got that shit already. Come on now. Y'all sleeping on the fact that I farmed the Pexus a lot during WOD. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why not triangle that shit and make it easier to look at? One for videos, one for football, and one for WoW. Nah, bro. I'm trying to break my neck. If I break my neck, then I won't have to play WoW anymore. You feel me? That's the genius behind it. You can't quit WoW, man. WoW has to quit you. Whatever the fuck that means. What do you need 3 monitors for? Stuff. Important stuff. Same Melissa Resort dropped twice in a row for me. I do need to start running Ulduar, Tempest, ICC. Thank God I don't have to run Tempest, and I'm done with ICC. And Firelands again for those mounts. It started feeling like a chore though. Yeah, if you have to do all 4 of those every single week, that would definitely start feeling like a chore. But thankfully I don't have to go to, I only have to go to like 2 of those. So good luck on your mount farming. Good luck. I mean, Firelands isn't bad, right? Because you can mount up in like the entire place and it's pretty quick. And then, ICC, I enjoy, even though like it might get repetitive over a while. I just love ICC so much, dude. And then for Ulduar, I also love Ulduar, but for Tempest Keep, it's just kind of out of the way. I know you just only gotta take the portal Shat Trap and fly over there, but still. All right, let's go ahead and go to raid difficulty. Set that 25 player, and make sure it's on heroic. I believe it only drops on heroic, right? I kind of forgot. I want to make sure. Yes, smoldering metal sword. Oh, it also drops on normal? I thought it only dropped on heroic. Huh. Whatever. Whatever. Oh. If I do it on heroic, I'll be locked out to normal as well, right? They didn't like isolate those systems until like Mists of Pandaria with the flex system, right? I forget. Can somebody confirm or unconfirm that? All I need is ICC, 6 years to... Oh my god, that sucks. Holy shit, dude. I hope you get it soon. I hope you get it soon. I hope you get it soon. Fabi, how many alts do you have now? I know somebody asked you before, but I didn't catch the message. How many do you have? Yes. Is that a yes as in I can do them on both difficulties, Hiru? Or yes as in I do it on one difficulty and then I get saved? Hey Krucial, hope you're doing well. Any advice you'd give to a junior in high school? Don't take advice from me. That's my advice. I have no advice to give you. Other than do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. So long as it doesn't end up with you being out on the streets, man. Like, I would not be doing YouTube right now if it was not a if it didn't have any sort of financial sustainability whatsoever. But thankfully I did it as a hobby ever since high school, and I have a good enough subscriber base to the point of where I can do this. I can sustain myself financially if I continue to do this, but I would never advise somebody to like go through 4 years of college work and then drop it all because they suddenly wanted to do YouTube. I was just very fortunate that I could do this because I have awesome people here that are willing to watch the stuff that I put out, an awesome community, and all of this already having been established while I was already in high school. So my words to you is to say what you is to do what you want to do that makes you happy, so long as you are sensible about the outcome. Would you still do this work in 20 years? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. This beats all of the work that I was doing in college, man. And honestly, I rather prefer. I've seen a lot of clinical work. I've had a lot of clinical treatment done upon myself, and I've shadowed a lot of PTs and chiropractors. And I gotta say that I would very much rather be able to do YouTube and fuck around with my buddies and have a good time and make a living off of it than you know, go through all that actually. Because even though I do want to, I have a passion for health and I want to help people. It's like, who would pass up on the opportunity to mess around with your friends and make a living off of it? You know, that's just amazing. It's amazing. Are these guys leashing? They leashed. Why did they leash? What are your YouTube goals? To be as big as my friend Haruma Redex. Ah, there we go. 4 million fucking damage. That is fucking crazy. If only I could do it in current content. I miss you for the longest time when you took your break. Dude, I'm honestly so grateful that people actually watch the content that I'm doing right now. Because, you know, going from shit like lore videos to the type of content that I'm doing right now, it's a drastic change. So I'm very glad that I was able to make it work and overcome that obstacle at the least. Now, the next obstacle is to just continue to grow and make this financially sustainable endeavor and able to branch off to different games in a few years. You help our mental health. Thank you, Ethan. You help mine as well, bro. Like, you being here every week really is comforting and appreciative, man. I think that is true to a certain extent. I want to be remembered before I die, and I don't think me playing around with my friends will let me be remembered. Well, I mean, it depends, right? Like, for me, that won't be an issue because these videos are going to be immortalized on YouTube. So if I ever die, people are going to... I'm going to be immortalized and remembered here more so than if ever I were to become a doctor of physical therapy by many more people. But again, that's not something that even has ever crossed my mind. That's just something that I'm saying because you pointed out. I don't know, right now Crucial like 6 on level 60, 9 on level 50, and 13 on random levels, but I'm not sure. What, Fabi, what the hell, dude? Fabi, you're oh, you're EU, right? Oh, a shame. Such a shame. You know, Fabi, you have all those character alts. Might as well make an alt on NA. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Oh yeah, of course, Nightlu. Of course. How can I ever forget you? You spam shit post my server every night. How could I forget that? All right, Shanox, we coming for you, so I don't forget about you. I recently saw your lore videos and your raid and dungeon videos with your friends, and now I'm here. I think I'll stick with you. I think I stick with you. I hope you stick with me. Like white on rice. Ah, Shanox, stop moving so fast. By the way, Shanox's model was ahead of his time. Like, that model looks so good for a Kata model, especially when you take into the fact that Garrosh got the model that he did. Ugh. That tooltip looks really cool. This is one of the the items in like older WoW, I would say. Like, Kata's not old WoW, but like it is old WoW compared to like how far we're at right now. But it's one of those items that like the actual model directly resembles its tooltip. Because like in vanilla, man, you got so many tooltips for so much gear where you're like, man, you got this tooltip and you're like, wow, this looks so fucking cool. And then you don the mask and it's like, I look like a fucking idiot, dude. Honestly, you're the only Crucial out there, but let's be real. As a medic person, you're just one in a crowd of great people. I mean, like, dude, fame and standing out is not something that I'm looking to. I just want to enjoy life, and if I could do it with my friends, then I'll do it. Die, you bitch. Hello, catch a few of your Mythic Dungeon Run videos and decided to check out your stream. Your Mythic Run videos have become a guild watch party for us. Dude, that's awesome. Really? Your guild watches our runs? Dude, that's so fucking cool. I actually really like that. That's so cool. Dude, I had a dude come into one of my streams that said that like he put on my videos like in his like frat house or something like that, and they all watched it together, and I was like, what, dude? There's no way. But like, man, dude, if that's true, that's like, wow, what the fuck? That's so cool. But that's also cringy at the same time. I cringe at my stuff, but I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool and pretty cringy at the same time. Not cringy on your guys' part, cringy on my part that I'm displayed in front of like a bunch of people. Dude, just wait. What's it called? Instead of watching our dungeon runs, one day I'll eventually edit the Nathria boss kills. Those are pretty funny. Although I'm saddened to say that there's a lot of good kills that I got with Sludge Fist, and a lot of funny shit like me just killing people with chains or taking them around the whole boss room that I unfortunately didn't record. So that's footage that some of you guys will never see, but hopefully the rest of it is still funny. It is. It's just I need to get around to editing it. What if you don't have friends though? Hiru. I mean I know you have fucking friends, but dude, listen. Come join my guild and come raid with us, dude. Come on. Dude, wouldn't that be fun? Me and Hiru raiding together? Hiru, come on, dude. Come raid with us. Come join the guild, brother. Raid with us. I know you won't do it, but I'm still gonna ask anyway. Hey man, you thinking of making an alliance guild? Oh hell no, dude. I already have enough trouble trying to manage this guild and trying to get a core raiding group. The thought of just making an alliance guild, even for like the social aspect, is not one that I have, because I have to maintain it too, right? I have to recruit for it and stuff like that, and like sort of maintain the social atmosphere, and it will die because I just play my horde characters, dude. I don't play a single alliance character. So even if I were to make an alt on the alliance, I would never play it, and the guild would die for sure. It would die for sure. One of us. I don't have friends. I don't count fans as friends. Yo, y'all see that right there? Y'all see that type of shit that Hiru does? Hiru says right there? Hey, let me just tell you right there. He said what he said right there. I don't have friends. I don't count fans as friends. Most of the people that I play with, that I regard as my closest friends, are fans from watching the channel. Just saying. I'm just saying, not putting myself on a moral high ground here, but just saying. Just telling you guys. If I made a demon hunter on Zul'jin, am I in the club? If you make anything on Zul'jin, I'll invite you. Just apply to the guild, and I'll send you an invite. When are we going back to the alliance? Never. I am on such an abandoned server that the Shaw of Anger has been up for 10 minutes. Hiru joined the dark side. Indeed. I love your videos, but I must admit, I freaking love the shaman that heals you on Mythic Plus. What is up with people loving Oz so much? You said that, and then a person that I just met through the guild said that she kind of singled out Oz and like kind of was teasing him, so like she kind of like liked he like stood out to her. Well, what is it about Oz that stands out to some? Is it the accent? Is it the accent that stands out? What is it? What is it? What is it about Oz that makes him so likable? Oz is a really likable person, though. He is. All jokes aside. The only time that I don't like him is when I get no heals for 10 seconds while I'm tanking on Tyrannical Week. With Grievous. In my opinion, friends need to be on an even playing field, and it's not even even when they are friends. Bro, you're not a fucking king in the fucking medieval times or late antiquary period, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You meet people online, and if they're chill, they're chill. What are you on about? Oz is just a likable guy. I mean, he's a likable guy if we're not on Grievous week, right, Tim? Like, come on, let's be honest. If he's healing on Grievous week, I'm not sure how likable he is. Yeah, imagine not getting heals for 10 whole seconds. Could not be me, dude. The only thing that I got was a fucking Riptide dot from him. I got tank busted by the headbutt on the first boss of Sanguine Depths, you know, the fucking the hungering destroyer dude that like charges you. He hit me for 31 fucking K. Then I word of gloried myself after, and the overall fucking damage was just too immense and I couldn't keep myself up. and I looked at my death meter, and Oz healed me for one time with in the past 10 seconds with like the Riptide dot. It was amazing. It was amazing. There's a reason I'm not playing this week. The reason you're not playing this week is because you can't control your sleeping schedule. Oz is likable, just not a good healer. Oh, poor Oz. Poor Oz. Alright, let's see. Did we get Smoldering Egg? We did not. Alright, let me see. Ah! It's still so fucking bright. Jeez. So fucking bright. Is there a way I can teleport out of here without like running all the way back? Because if not, I'm just gonna run all the way out. Fuck that shit. Yo, I need some good transmog. What's the good transmog set for a rogue? I need some good shit on me right now, because I usually never play leather classes, so I got like nothing going on for my transmog sets, bro. Oh, what's up, Richard? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you again. Has your power gone out recently? Are you with Spectrum? Did they fuck you? There's a portal at Staghelm's area? Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Oh, thank you, Keggy. Keggy or Kegel? Kegel. But I read that too late. I am ashamed. Oops. Get that. I need some transmog. But I also, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna run Torghast again. I'm gonna get that shit out of the way. I'm gonna get Torghast out of the way. Yes, when you leave the little castle there should be a portal to your right. Ah, fuck. I should have probably delayed my hearth and let you guys respawn. See, here's the thing, Ethan. My sleeping schedule, at least I have a sleeping schedule. Tim never has a sleeping schedule. The dude literally sleeps like all day, is up for like 4 hours, and then sleeps again for like another 14. At least I'm getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep at the same time every single day. It might be at horrible times, but at least it's at the same time. What's a good way to quickly make 120k gold as a rogue? Trying to play trying to pay for WoW time while out of work from surgery. Oh, dude, I'm sorry about that. I hope you recover as soon as possible. I can pay with money for now, but I prefer the token method. To be honest, I don't know. I think BOE farming is still something that, BOE farming for Nathria, of course, is still something that's booming. Although, with every single day that you wait, the BOEs are just going to drop in price. Aside from that, and profession farming, I honestly don't know. That's the only two suggestions I got for you. I don't farm gold, so I'm not sure. I don't farm gold regularly. I haven't farmed gold in a while. I know there's a lot of Nathria farm groups. And again, like you said, you out DPS'd everyone in your guild, right? So you shouldn't have a problem getting into one of those if you're geared enough. So if you want to have the time spent to like hurting your wrist a bit more in hopes of getting some more gold and items, then that's the way to do it. Or you could be a scummy rogue and tell people that you'll lockpick their shit, but then, you know, just have them trade it to you and just log off or something like that. I don't know. But I don't think that's going to give you 120k gold anytime soon. That'll probably net you a suspension much quicker. What is sleep? Don't know that. Something don't get enough of that. You know, Fabi, if you don't get enough sleep, then listen. Come over to NA. Your schedule's already fucked. Just come over. Just come over. What's it matter? What's it matter to you? Oh, holy shit. Those things died really quick. Did not expect them to... What is the torment in here? 6% of maximum... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm tripping, bro. I totally forgot. Soul Forges is the dot one. Ah, man. That fucking sucks. I am tripping. I was thinking of Skoldus Halls, bro, when I read this. God dang it. If I knew it was this, I mean, I'm still at the front, I could easily quit, but like, I'm in here, might as well do it. The reason why I say that is because y'all know that I'm gonna get distracted, and when I get distracted, that dot's gonna tick me down, possibly kill me. So the trinket is so beautiful on you, dude. I know, Tim. Look at that, Tim. So nice, so nice. Yo, Tim, did you know Hiru does Mythic 19s? He did a Mythic 19 on time today. That's what he told me. It's up to you whether or not you want to believe his word for it. But that's just what he told me. Even if I do, I would still play allies, so nope. God dang it, Fabi. Why is it so hard to get you to play? I got a job, haven't fallen or had an episode yet. I can't go back to TSA yet, still surgery. I'm sorry about that, dude. But I have to make a living, so looking for the least intensive jobs like security and janitorial. Well, I'm glad that you found one, dude. I'm glad that you got a job and you found one. Hopefully, you know, it suits you well and you have fun. Well, as fun as a job can be. Jobs can be fun, just don't work retail or any sort of customer support. Please die. Please die. You know, instead of going the hateful lash trinket, the visceral coalesced whatever organ or whatever from Gore Chop, I should have put on Memory of Past Sins. They'll probably deal more damage. Actually, I don't know. Both do like 2% of my overall, so I guess it doesn't matter. It was actually Mythic plus 16. It wasn't either. It wasn't either of those things. Is that a rare? It's not a rare. There's usually a rare around here. Is there no rare this time? I don't see a rare. Which means we don't get an anima power. I want anima powers on my prop pally because otherwise the last boss will take forever. I'm not trying to be here forever. And I also need to heal myself. See, I want to look at chat right now, but I gotta heal myself up to full, keep myself healed. And I do YouTube, but this is a face for radio and voice for horror films. I mean, a voice for horror films? Dude, just do like creepy pastas and like horror stories, horror Reddit stories, or like whatever else. Those videos are booming. And if you have a scary voice for that shit, then it's even better. You'll make bank. Kegel, going back to your question about if we need warriors. Right now, we are kind of holding off on recruitment for raids. What we do need is we need somebody who's heroic raid ready, that has a that can DPS or heal, but that has an off spec for tanking. So pretty much a jack of all trades right now. And the reason why is because we're kind of having attendance issues. So yeah, we're not exactly looking for a warrior right now. Not anymore. So many have applied. We're really just looking for somebody who can do it all, and that can fill when people can't make it. And I don't mean fill as in like you'll get benched. I mean like just fill as in like you know, you're not in the raid. I mean you're not in the spec that we need you to be. Let me reword this. Holy shit, I cannot speak. I don't mean fill as in like some sort of cutting edge progression guild where you're just sitting out on the sidelines because, you know, this is fucking heroic and we can buy a bunch of people. I mean fill as in like if somebody like a tank or a healer leaves, then you can easily swap and still be good at your role. That type of deal. Fuck, that took me forever to get out. You need to stream your raids, bro? Nah, I like to have fun when I raid, and if I stream my raids, then I'll be talking to you guys more than I'll be talking to the people that are raiding, and I need to be talking to them and like goofing around at the same time. Like when I stream, I want to talk only to like you guys pretty much, or like sometimes maybe have somebody in voice call to like also chat with. But like when I do like my Mythic Plus and I do raids and stuff like that, I want to chat with my buddies. Yeah, feel me? Oh no, it's the jumping one. Have you guys ever gotten the anima power that prevents you from jumping, and then like right after it's this fucking area? It's great. It makes it so much more annoying. No, let me free this. Thank you, Mallrat. The purpose of Mallrats is just... It's just simply to annoy. They're not cute. They're not funny. They're just there to be pests. And you might say, hey, well isn't that what all rats are? Nope. Rats can be awesome pets. I don't have one myself, but I've seen some pretty cute rats. What's your guys' thoughts on owning a pet rat, by the way? Would y'all have one as a pet? Because I know some people, you know, like they don't like rodents. They don't like what some animals would be considered pests. But I think house rats are pretty freaking cute, dude. I probably wouldn't own one myself, but because I'm too in love with guinea pigs. If I wanted to go like the that sort of route, I'd get a guinea pig, not a mouse or a rat. I am disoriented. I am constantly getting disoriented. Get me out of here. And now I am disarmed. Dude, am I actually PvPing right now? This motherfucker's chain CCing me, dude. And with different CC too, trying not to like DR me. I just realized what I was fighting was rare. It's the rogue guy. Forgot what anima powers he gives, but hopefully it's a good DPS boosting one, because I could really use that. My brother and his wife used to have pet rats. They were pretty cute, but he peed on my... Yo, so there was this one experiment that we did in one of my classes where we basically tested the oxygen consumption levels of rats, and we did this by I'm not gonna go into the details of it because it'll probably just bore you guys, and to be honest, I can't remember half of it. It had something to do with we used some sort of compound to kind of absorb the moisture that would be there from... Okay, hold on. Before I talk about that, let me read these anima powers, because this is annoying me. Your attacks have a chance to cause you to fade away, reducing your threat. Nah, I don't want that. Empowerment. Any player with a chance to create a soul zone. Any empowerment collected to gain 25. Yeah, I'll take that. But anyways, as I was saying, we put them in like a tube, and then added some sort of compound that absorbed moisture, and basically sort of through this observed their like oxygen consumption levels. And the rats were panicking during it because they were confined to a very claustrophobic area. And the minute that I picked one up to put it into my tube, it shat all over my binder. It just shat all over the place. So yeah, that's how you know when they're afraid, when they just start crapping themselves everywhere. It was pretty. It was a good experience. Good experience. If you guys are curious how like the absorption of moisture was able to correlate with them measuring their oxygen levels, I don't remember. It was something like you would weigh them before the experiment took place with everything in there, and then they would do like some sort of cardio or something like that to where they would inhale a lot of the oxygen in the area, and then there was some sort of pellet in there that absorbed like the moisture or something like that. So like the only thing that we could weigh out was like the carbon dioxide that was in there, and from the mass of that post the exercise and then pre the exercise, we can wage how much oxygen that they consumed, something along the lines of that. But all the while, dude, the rat was just shitting everywhere. So that's like pretty much the only thing I remembered from that experiment. I didn't remember anything regarding like how much they consumed oxygen or anything of that sort. I just remembered how they just crapped all over my binder. There was just rat pellets all over my my notes and everything. It was great. But thankfully though, they're just like little pellets. It's not like it like had, you know, anything too messy or stinky. So I think like rat and guinea pig pellets are usually pretty easy to clean up unless if they're sick or something like that. The rats or the bro peed on you? Yeah, I'm hoping it was the rats, dude. Yo, speaking of like peeing on you and stuff like that. Vikings is a weird show, man. There's a scene in there where like the chick, like, so the main dude gets wounded and he has a scar across his torso, and then just out of nowhere she like pins him down and starts like peeing on him. It was like the weirdest thing ever, dude. And I was eating at the time and I was like, man, could this like not have happened right now? I could not have like chosen like a worse time to be eating. Like, come on, bro. Alrighty. Obtain a... Okay, nice. Oh, wow. All of these anima powers are amazing. Amazing. I want some damage anima powers. I need the one that makes my Hammer of Wrath have 3 charges. 3 additional charges. And then on top of that, I need to stack the ones that increase my Hammer of Wrath damage by like 30%. That would be amazing. I like them, but I wouldn't keep them as pets. I don't think I would either. Like, if I had a friend who had one, I'd go over there and I'd pet him and I'd hold him and stuff like that. But, like, I probably wouldn't have one as a pet. Nah. It's so, like, cloudy in here. Am I missing any? I don't think I'm missing any. Alright. So, let's see what this dude is on. I think I'm just going to buy the anima cells, and then I don't need health. Mastery would be nice for the attack power. Damage. Hammer of Wrath has it. Ah, that's lame. Okay. I think I'll just go ahead and get this one for the mastery. Oh wait, actually, buy the other one first. Oh, my inventory is full, that's why. I was like, yeah, why didn't it buy it? There we go. And then I'll go ahead and buy this. Alright. Hopefully we get some good anima powers that can speed this up. Oh, this is the one that... oh, that one doesn't allow you to backpedal. Okay, I'll pick that one. I thought that was the one that didn't allow you to jump. Oh, the cooldown of Divine Shield is reduced. I think I'll pick this one, and then I'll probably go into Redoubt. Oh, wait, I thought it said Holy Shield. Oh, shoot. Judgment has 2 charges. Yeah, I think I'll choose that one. Don't want to have to keep buying more stuff. Will, when you do a guild activity while on stream, something like Kakyo's hide and seek games or something like that? How does Kakyo do hide and seek games? So does he have like a group of people in a raid, and then one person leaves the group, and then everyone else in the raid group just tries to find them? Because I imagine he doesn't just do it himself, otherwise he'll get stream sniped, right? So... I'm curious how he does that, though. That sounds interesting. Dude, I probably should do like a, at least a transmog competition every now and then, though, because y'all guys have been asking for that since like BFA, and I still have not done one, so I should probably do one of those. Alright. Oh, I don't have Divine Toll. No! Alright, I'll have to kill you guys without Divine Toll. Stop healing. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here, and I would appreciate it if you stopped healing. Yo, I haven't, are the, you guys know the chests in Torghast? The ones that have, like, the 4 symbols on it? And, one controls like all 4 symbols, another controls 3 of them, and another controls 2, and one controls only 1. Is that one locked to only like certain wings, or is that just randomized? Because I have not seen it in this week's Torghast runs at all. Oh, I accidentally healed him. God dang it. Well, there goes 1 word of glory. No, it's a bit more complicated. Do those vases you break in there actually do anything? They give Phantasma, which is basically a currency in Torghast to buy more stuff. So, not really. Kind of, but not really. Just for the laughs, I'll make a ridiculous transmog. Maybe I'm weird, but my mage have new transmog like every day. That sounds like a lot of money. That sounds like a lot of money. Come here. Both of y'all. Get my Seraphim. Oh, that's right. Can't do that. I'm taking a lot of damage now. 2 elites plus the Soul Forge's take is annoying. And no wings means that they'll be up for a while. That Lord of Torment is still completely healthy. Alright, now I got wings up. Damn, this thing right here loves to just erupt right next to me. I just want to hit the, go to the end floor boss. Should be down here, hopefully. If it's not down here, it's... Oh, it is. Cool. Oh, wait, no, it's not. This is the, Oh, it is, it is. This is just the one for the companion, though. I'm gonna try to LOS him down the stairs. What the fuck did I hit? Come down here. Thank you. I hit some bases behind me and like spooked me out because I didn't know what was behind me. Oh yeah, you are right, Blake. Yeah, on DKs they get like a phylactery sort of anima power where like each base you break, it has a chance of dropping like an additional rune enhancement for their weapon or whatnot. It's pretty cool. But it didn't work last week if you got in the ghost anima power, whatever it was called. Forgot what it was called. Another companion. Go ahead and pick you up real quick. That is one big mall rat. And he is doing a lot of damage. Jeez. Not only that, but like the torment as well. Cast divine toll. Oh yeah, I like that one. Time to heal myself up to full. A group will gather up normally, friendly for a group of level 1s. A group will gather up normally, friendly for a group of level 1s to get to. Then we line up so Kakyo can count how many there are in total. We set boundaries, and then it's just normal game of hide and seek. Oh, okay. Sometimes a trusted viewer instead of Kakyo seeks, and Kakyo will spectate them. Gotcha, gotcha. By the way, how often does Kakyo stream each week? Whoa, I'm taking a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. And it wasn't even like initially from fanning the flames. I got into combat and like initially just took like a whopping amount of damage. Yeah, the last guild event that I did, or not guild event, the last community event that I did was when we did the Scourge invasions. So that was a long time ago. Back during BFA, during the BFA streams, I used to do quite a bit of guild runs. Or not guild runs, I keep saying guild runs. I did a lot of stream runs, community runs. Oh, there it is. The 3 Hammer of Wrath charges. But I haven't really been doing that this much in Shadowlands. I actually haven't done it at all. So maybe I should do it, but that's so much effort. Then I gotta like invite people and put up a group. Ethan, can you just stream for me? Just stream for me, brother. Take care of all of this. He streams up to 5 times a week? Like 4 times a week for like 3 to 5 hours? Damn, that's insane. How many viewers does he usually get on Twitch? He streams on Twitch, right? Pretty sure it's just Anima down there. Yo, stop casting inner flames over there and get your ass over here, boy. And then we throw a shield at you. How long have I been streaming for, by the way? Oh, I'm almost making it to 3 hours. Yo, this is like the first stream in like 3 weeks where I'm actually streaming up to 3 hours. I cut it off short last week and it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. The week before was like the same thing. We're actually gonna make it this time. Just get someone to play your character for you, then just do the commentary. Dude, what I should just do is I should just one day, right? just record what I would normally do on stream, and then when when I actually go live, I just go ahead and play the recording while I'm talking, like trying to like dub over it and stuff like that. That would be hilarious. You guys already know though that I don't really like playing this game while streaming, because that's why I always do like the most boring and tedious stuff on stream. Because you guys keep me company, because I wouldn't do this outside of stream. Where's that background music from? The background music is from Vanilla Stranglethorn. Vanilla Stranglethorn Veil music. I don't know if the music changed with Cataclysm. Free the Soul Remnant. I mean, some people do that. Do they actually? I mean, like, I'm sure some people do that, but like... what's the point then? Just go on just chatting if you're gonna do something like that. No need to lie to people and have them, you know, think that you're playing a game when you're actually not. There it is, the end boss. We are almost out of here. Almost out of here. Oop, I almost missed my interrupt because I was reading chat. Twitch, it depends on what he's doing. It ranges from 200 to 100. However, he has 200 subs. Damn. Yeah, Kakyo has a really strong community. It's a lot of people that always are like subbing to him and stuff like that. There's definitely people that really like his content, for sure. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take this dude on. Got wings. Got 3 charges of Hammer of Wrath. You know, with this Anima power, I should probably swap to the Mad Paragon Legendary, but it doesn't matter. It's about to be over. It's just this end boss will take forever. This guy actually has a good amount of health himself. Dude, so funny story. One time I was doing Soul Forges with Thale, and the dude disconnected right as we were at the end boss, and the whole time while I was waiting for him to get back on, I was just taking constant torment damage from the dot that was going out. It was terrible. And then at the same time, I had to like take a shit, dude, because my uncle gave me some beef jerky that was hella spicy. Like, it was beef jerky that he made himself. That was insanely spicy. And I ate it, and I had to go. But I also had to be right next to Thale, because you know, because he was an AFK and shit like that. I didn't want fucking anything aggroing him. And it was just a horrible, horrible nightmare. And I had to heal him and me, of course. And it was just terrible. Terrible. The dot is terrible. How is life? Life is gone. Same thing, different week. The music is still the same, Stranglethorn Veil now. Speaking about TBC, I opened up my oldest characters and found that I still had green hills of Stranglethorn Veil papers, and those are removed from the game. Damn, dude. Damn. That's definitely something you should keep in your bank. What do you think about TBC? I think TBC is better than Classic, and I think that a lot of people that resent Classic will enjoy TBC a lot more. But I also don't know if I'm going to be playing it, because I want to experience retail. And retail has been pretty busy for the most part lately. So I don't know if I'll have the time to actually go ahead and play TBC as well. Plus, on top of that, the reason why I play this game mostly is with my friends, right? And like only 2 of my other friends have maxed out level 60s. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to play TBC, given that fact. Your critical strike chance is increased by 25%, but your fire damage and healing done. I don't know if I want my healing done with this dot up. I think I'll go ahead and get that talent. Oh yeah, I had Seraphim, so it was literally a free slot. Nice. I've got raid now. Heroic Sire, bye. Yo, catch you later, Blurdstorm. Good luck on Heroic Denathrius, dude. That is going to be a fun ass fight. I hope you guys get it down. All right. Speaking of getting it down, let's go ahead and get this down. Alright, fun time. Get all my hammers out. This guy only had like... The guy before this had like 280k or something like that, so this dude doesn't have a lot of health in comparison, especially for an end boss. It's just going to be very long now that Seraphim and Avenger Shield is, or Avenging Wrath is down. Come over here. Stop standing in your gunk and goo. This is riveting content, I know, guys. But don't worry, because after we kill this guy, we'll get our 570 soul ash and we'll be done for the week. I don't even know why I'm saying we, it's me. But at least you won't have to see this anymore. Come on, get out of there, dude. How much shit are you gonna cast? Alrighty. And we are done with Torghast for the week. Hooray. Hooray. I feel like if they made Torghast more interesting, dude, like if they made the anima powers really memey and made things like one-shot, two-shottable, like, oops, I accidentally hit the wrong button there. And I clicked the wrong thing, god dang it. If they made things really memeable, like they were during the alpha, then Torghast would be, and the beta, then Torghast would be a lot more fun than it is currently. Because that's what it should be. It should be like a mini game type of mode. And right now it just serves no purpose than to just, you know, be here as a thing that we got to do every single week. Good luck, man. Our guild has spent 3 nights on him so far. Finally got a taste of P3 last night. Going to get him down next raid for sure. Nice, Sean. I hope you guys do in fact get him. Denathrius is pretty fucking tough, dude. Phase 3 is pretty darn difficult. And I actually learned something this week for Phase 2 that made it really easy for him to transition into Phase 3. It's but you need the DPS to be able to do it, which is something that we don't always have all of the time. So, but Phase 1, of course, is really easy. Phase 2 is when things get a bit but if you have the DPS for it, it should be okay. And then Phase 3 is when things go banana batshit crazy, and that's when all the fun stuff happens. It's funny how Torghast is like a WoW expansion, but just shorter. You get all this borrowed power to kill the last boss and and then lose it all. Yeah, that's pretty much the summary of modern World of Warcraft ever since Ian took the helm. You get a bunch of borrowed power, and then it just instantly becomes useless when you go into like either the pre-patch or the expansion after. Yeah, but people wouldn't spend an hour doing Torghast. Yeah, hopefully they'll spend like 2 seconds doing Torghast if it became memeable like that. I fucking hate Torghast and need to go there to carry on the stupid quest. Dude, I'm still on the Twisting Corridors quest. I'm on the Twisting Corridors quest and I haven't done it ever since it came out. That was, I don't know how many quests are after that quest, but ever since I got that, I just never stepped foot into there. And I'm just like unable to progress in the quest line because of that, but unless there's like some sort of reason as to why I should really be doing that quest line, I don't think I'm going to be doing it anytime soon. Yeah, we struggled with the DPS check in Phase 2. Give me 1 second. It's time to sit down and just relax and chill. Alright, yeah, we struggled with the DPS check in P2 for a while, too. Those times where you get him to 40.1% HP and the third ad wave spawns. Yeah. We were lucky enough to be able to have high enough DPS to where we could actually get him to transition during that phase, Sean. But if you can't, then it starts to become really rough, because the constant chorus that they're doing is really going to deplete healers' mana, right? So if you can like get them all down, if you can like phase them all quickly and get all of those ads into Phase 3 as quick as you can to conserve healers' mana and have all cooldowns up and then just lust, then it becomes really easy. But of course for that you need good DPS. And no one dying from massacres or getting knocked off from crescendos and nothing. I don't blame you. Have no want for TC. The Burning Crusade, Torghast. TC1 is the last one. What am I? I'm like brain farting right now. Oh, Twisting Corridors. That's right. We were talking about that. We were talking about Twisting Corridors. Twisting Corridors 1 is the last one, actually. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't really get anything if you don't get anything after that, then there's really no reason for me to go ahead and do it. It's way too long, dude. Oh, speaking of which, y'all know how they had the DDoS attacks a few days ago, right? And they only gave a 15-minute notice, at least for NA. I'm not sure how they executed it with EU, but on NA, they probably did it the same way. We had a 15-minute warning, and then they shut off all of the servers. They reset it for like at least 30 minutes. Dude, the people that were doing twisting corridors at the time, the people that were progressing during raids, the people that were doing Mythic Plus, they must have been pissed. They must have been pissed. Because, man, they need to at least give it 1 hour warning. 15 minutes is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. X Pearl is a sin. This is Z Pearl. This is not X Pearl, so this is not a sin. And I'm having a fucking blast grinding on Raid Shadow Legends. I don't think I will come back to WoW to 9.1. I can't tell if you're joking or if you're serious or not. Because honestly, Richard, I actually had a lot of fun in my time playing Raid Shadow Legends, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I got like 6 of my friends to play it, and we all had a really fun time. Stack the 30-second wings at the start of the floor. Just blow through everything. Yeah, but the thing is, Kyle, though, is that like sometimes you might not be able to get more than like 2 or 3. And if you end up only getting like 1 or 2, then it's kind of like a waste sometimes, you know. But you're right though. Like getting like the 1 minute and a half of wings at the beginning of a floor is really nice. Twisting Corridors is pretty fun when you get the right powers. Like you have a lot of them, and also the amount you get is really useful in the mall. It is, but I don't go to the mall. And then also there's too many floors. There's too many floors to Twisting Corridors. If it was just normal the way it was, and there was only like 8 floors, then I wouldn't have really too much gripe about it because it's the same shit. But when it's like 18 floors, and the first like, I'm sorry, I said 8 floors before. I meant like 6 floors. But when it's at 18 floors, and the difficulty in the end boss far eclipses any of the previous floors and can wipe you and cause you to like lose all of your time, that's not too enticing. There's a hat from Legion called the Glory Seeker's Helm. Might be nice for a transmog set for a rogue. Let me look it up right now. Glory Seeker's Helm. Glory Seeker's Helm. Oh, I think I actually have this one. I think I actually do have this transmog. Yeah. Or at least something that shares the same model with it. Oh, we got a dono. We got a dono. 1 second real quick. While I read it. Rethus donated $5. Dude, thank you so much for the support to the channel. Yo, I've been watching for your content for a while now, and it's always bugged me. What's your add-on for your health bar, like with the portrait, etc.? Cheers. It's called Z Pearl. Z and then Perl. I'm not sure if there's a dash in between. I don't remember. I think there was, but I'm pretty sure if you just type in Perl on like on the search list, you'll find it. Is there a point to doing the Maw dailies? I mean, you'll eventually get enough Stygia and rep with Venari to the point of where you can upgrade your conduits and upgrade your gear to where it can get gem sockets. So yeah, it is possible. I mean, it is. There is a point to it. I mean, but at the same time, I really can't be bothered. If I kept up with everything on like Twisting Corridors and then with the Maw and stuff like that, I would be too drained. I'd be way too drained. Like I was 5 minutes into a Mists of Turn of Skith 12 when that warning went out. No, dude, Blake, I was on the last boss of Plaguefall, about to 2-chest our key, and then the servers reset right as we pulled the last boss. That's what happened with us. Then, in case any of you guys are curious, when we actually logged in, and usually when what's it called? Your key's depleted or whatever, right? If you have somebody in there or something like that, then you should still be able to do it. When we logged back in, the entire instance was walled off by a fog dome. It was just a fog dome that just encompassed all of us and surrounded us. And we couldn't get out of it. When we hearthed and tried to go back, it instantly reset to a Mythic 0. And our key was depleted and did not upgrade at all. So yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. When I was trying to transmog my rogue a cool leather shoulders, where BOE farm trash in on Taurus. Oh, dude, those fucking leather shoulders, like the off-tier Demon Hunter set, those are worth like 400,000 gold. They're worth a lot. Holy shit, you said my last name right? I usually say people's names wrong. I think. So, that's a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. Hi from Mexico, bro. Yo, what's up from your neighbor, the United States? My friends and I love your videos. Yo, thank you, Novo. Appreciate the kind words, dude. Appreciate it. Found it, cheers? No problem, dude. I hope you enjoy the add-on. Although I will say, though, Luke, is that the add-on is good for like the unit frames right here, the ones I'm hovering over, your target and your friend's target or whatever, or you and your target. But when it actually goes into the party frames, it starts to get a little messy. So I would just warn you about that. Like the actual unit frames for you and your target are okay, but when you start adding the party frames and all the debuffs and whatnot, it starts to become a little less appealing, to be honest. Hey Crucial Massive Fan. Yo, what's up, Simon? Hey Crucial Massive Fan, man. Just wanted to find out what you did before streaming or YouTube, or if you still work in that area. Before I did YouTube, I worked in retail, and what's it called? I was in high school at the time, so I did YouTube while in high school and working a job on the side, and then after that, I just went ahead and did full-on YouTube going into senior year. And once I graduated from high school, I balanced college with YouTube until the point of where college got to be a little bit too overwhelming, and I took a break. But then COVID came around and kind of just, you know, really put me down in my mood and whatnot. I really hated the online setting, so I'm doing YouTube right now. So that's how it's pretty much going. That's how it's pretty much going. Hey, we hit that 3 hours and 10-minute marks. I'm proud of myself. Usually my stamina gives out like around 2.5 hours, but I'm doing pretty good today. And I'm glad. Especially since I only stream once a week. I should probably stream like more, but man, dude, streaming is it's really mentally draining for me, dude. But I ate a fuck ton of food before I came on, so I feel a little bit better, but I'm still getting a little tired. I'm not going to go to bed till like 5 hours from now, but, you know, just constantly talking and streaming has kind of like worn me out a bit as well. And I think I will probably go ahead and end the stream soon. Much love from the Frozen North in, MN as in Minnesota. Join the Discord and send a guild request for my new Pally alt. Oh, nice, dude. I'll go ahead and accept you right now. I didn't even know there was a profession tab right there. Oh. I think you're the first person that I met from Minnesota here. There's not a lot of people that come in here from Minnesota. I have yet to meet somebody from Minnesota up until now. Hawaii, Alaska, and I think Oklahoma. Those are like the states that I've never met somebody from through this game. There's a ton of people from California, a ton of people from New York, a ton of people from Florida, some people from Arizona, some people from Nevada, not a lot of people from Minnesota. You're the first person, actually. So welcome. We finally have a Minnesotan in our ranks, not only in the stream but in the guild as well. What are the raid times? The raid times are 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern on Saturday and Sunday. Man, I just woke up. It's 10 a.m. here. Oh, I'm 9 hours behind you. If it's mentally draining, please don't do it more. Nah, it's nothing like that. It's not like it's like mentally draining to the point of where, you know, it's like unhealthy. It's just draining in the sense of where if I start talking to you, to like start constantly talking for over 3 hours, then it starts to become like, you know, like, okay, I think I need to head off soon. Head off soon. Speaking of which, though, it's 10 a.m. for you over there. Maybe some of my friends are about to come on right now. My friend, I play with a friend from Bulgaria, so I think they are 10 hours ahead, right? They're 10 hours ahead, so he should be waking up sometime soon. And maybe we could get some keys in, but not before I take a break after stream, though. I am pooped. Look at guild chat, Crucial. I'm on that list. Keggle's me. Oh yeah. I got PMs from you. I got you, Keggle. I got you. This was a nice stream though. Got to go though. Lived in Oklahoma, close enough. Yeah, that is. Iowa. That's another one too. It's always Florida, California, Nevada, and what was the other one? Florida, California. Oh, New York. Those are like the four that I always hear from. And I can understand Nevada too though, because it's like all desert. So like there's not like much out to do aside from like you know, being in the Strip of Vegas, which I doubt most Nevadans will actually hang around unless they work there. So from Bulgaria and plays on NA. Yeah, I play with a lot of UK and EU folk actually. There's a couple people from both Irelands, and there's a couple people from England, a couple people from Bulgaria, some from the Czech Republic, and I think that's it. But we do have quite a bit of EU and UK folk coming in from coming into our NA servers, which is why it's kind of hard to balance playing with everyone, because you know the time schedules are just so iffy for everyone. It's hard to like find the right schedule for everyone, considering that one person is 8 hours ahead, another's 9 hours ahead, another one is 10 hours ahead, and stuff like that. Oh, that's another thing too, Joanne, is that I've met a lot of people from Sweden. I've met more people from Sweden than I've met from California, and it's kind of crazy actually. Oh, speaking of which, I actually met my one of my friends from high school. I didn't find out that he played WoW until he watched my videos, recognized my voice, and was like, "Yo, dude, do you do YouTube for WoW?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And like now we're about to raid together this coming week. On Saturday, we're gonna raid together. My old friend from high school. When do we get to see you live bashing Thale? If I ever decide to do Mythic Plus, man. If I ever decide to do Mythic Plus on stream. But for that to happen, I'll probably hop in Discord voice call with them. And dude, I don't want to do Mythic Plus while on stream because I won't focus. And if I don't focus, I'm gonna deplete keys. So even if I do Mythic Pluses with Thales, I probably won't even end up bashing on him on stream. I'll probably end up bashing myself because I'll just make a lot of mistakes. I'm from New Zealand and play on NA. What's wrong with being from a different country and playing on NA? Nothing. Well, I mean, like, he's saying like from Bulgaria, they have EU servers though. That's what he's saying. So he should be on EU technically, but he's on our region because we've known him for a while and he wants to play with us. I'm from Denmark and it's 10:05. Oh yeah, Denmark was the one that was 9 hours ahead, right? Because I think England is 8 hours ahead from West Coast United States. Denmark is 9 hours ahead, and then Bulgaria is 10 hours ahead. Bulgaria is it's hard to play with Raz because of how far he is ahead. I'm from Brazil and play on NA. Ah, yeah, that was Brazil, so that was Brazilian. Tim, what do you want? I see you behind me, just edging closer. Tim right here, just standing right next to me. Tim, when are you going to fix your sleep schedule, dude, so we can actually play together during the day? I smell nice? Well, I shouldn't, dude. I just got out of Torgas, so you must be smelling something else, dude. It's noon here in Turkey. Oh, I haven't seen someone from Turkey in a while as well. Yo, what's up, dude? Welcome. I'm from Finland, and it's 11:06. No, I'm from Jersey. We are just the broken version of New York. With the broke version of New York. It's 11 a.m. here in South Africa. South Africa. Oh, okay. So that's a new record right there. I don't think I've met anyone from Africa yet. I don't think I've either on stream, YouTube comments, or over Discord or anything. That's a record right there. I don't think I've talked to someone that I knew was from Africa yet. There's a lot of people, of course, from the US, a lot of people from the EU. Of course, the EU is big, though, but you know what I mean. A lot of people from the UK, a lot of people from some people from Brazil. I've met like 2 or 3, but never ever somebody from South Africa. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, and also a lot of people from Australia and New Zealand as well. But that's to be expected though, because it's like, you know. I'm from Italy and play on an Italian server. I'm ally and the server is pretty much dead for my faction. You can check it out. I don't think I want to check out a faction server that's dead. A faction that's dead and a server that's dead. I'm not entirely sure on that. It's 11:07 in Bulgaria. Cheers. Yeah, it's 11:07, so my buddy Raz should be coming up soon. But I don't know if he's got anything to do today. So, actually, you know what? If he had free plans, then he would probably already be in stream chat. So I don't think he and I are gonna be doing anything tonight. Over game, that is. All right, y'all. I think it's about that time. That I logged off. Been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes now, sort of. Sorry guys about like all of the technological difficulties that happened during the beginning of the stream. Again, I don't really know how to control that. It's just when I lag. If I ever see my MS being a bit high before stream, I'll go ahead and just do a hard reset of everything. But that seemed to have worked this time. Who knows if it'll work next time. Guys, be sure to check out and join the Discord if you're trying to talk with people inside the community, trying to talk to them over text chat, or if you're ever trying to join a guild, you know. We are also recruiting on Zul'jin NA. Find more information about that in the description of this VOD right now, the stream, or on the Discord. There's gonna be information on that as well. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in every single week. Thank you guys for the interaction and the conversations and whatnot. Thank you for making Torghast bearable and somewhat fun. Again, guys, thank you so much. I'll try to be here again next week. If I can't, I'll let you guys know. But hopefully, either way, there will be no internet issues.